from the start of this to the end of this project, I can't say enough about Kyle Page.
Oh,
I mean,
yes,
what an
yes.
incredible project manager. Dr. Cash, the board members, county commissioners. I mean, we have legislators here today. It's just an incredible evening, and really the people that were here before, you know, and I think it's the 50th year on this field, and we're celebrating the 50th year with brand new turf, and just you know, people say it, and people say that we have the nicest stadium, but I can guarantee you, I will put Bradley Central High School, Jimmy Level Field, up against, and just the Bear Stadium complex up against anybody in the country.
Well, Earl and I were talking just a moment ago. We've not been to a single high school stadium where we have equal seating on both sides for the visitors and home, equal restrooms, equal concession stands, things like that. I mean, it's all here, and it sits down in a bowl, which is unique, I think. I don't know if any other schools have a bowl. Probably are a few in high school. I don't know.
I think Mr. Page would have probably wished that it was not sitting down in a hole, considering the drainage and all the things. But just the company that put it in, and just the I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day, and they talked about, I think you said 86 days, 87 days
86,
for the, and they were saying, well, most pools don't even get put in 86, 87 days. So I mean, just the work that was put in. It's a special day. It's a special night for our Bradley Central High School alumni football players. Coach Floyd, man, what an incredible gauntlet he ran and the team ran over the last 3 weeks. With Walker Valley on the road, Cleveland on the road, and then McMinn. So it was awesome, and we're looking forward to an incredible evening.
And before we get too far, let's talk about this. Not just for football. We're going to be playing soccer here. Andrew Coggins is happy as anybody because he's going to have a band with a nice, solid footing. No matter how much it's rained, he can have his band concerts, because in years past we've seen some terrible messes left after an all-day band concert, people stomping around in a mushy field. But it's not just for football, but it's also
no doubt.
It is for football as well.
No doubt. The soccer
graduation,
graduation, we don't have to set up on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or we don't have to make a decision early in the week because of rain. So it really is an all-purpose field. We're celebrating it tonight for our Bradley Central High School football team, but soccer, men's and women's soccer, band, even some strength training can take place on the field, PE classes. It's really an all-purpose field that's going to significantly impact our campus.
Well, we certainly are thankful to you and everyone is involved, Dr. Cash, the school board committee, whoever had their fingers in making sure we got the funding. And Kyle Page, you cannot say enough about what he did overseeing this. And I know you've got to scramble because you got some things going on down on the field tonight. So we're going to let you go. Thank you for taking time to join us here on the Buzz, and have fun tonight down there.
Thank you. Will do. And thank you guys as always.
That's Mr. Patrick Spanger, the Bradley Central High School principal here in his third season as the head coach of the whole school, I guess you could say. He was a former coach here in basketball and baseball, and played here baseball and basketball. Right now, back at the radio ranch, we've got a new fellow working with us tonight, Connor Shadwick. Connor's doing a great job, and we're going to send it back to the studio for a 2-minute timeout here on the Buzz 101.3 with Game Supply Depot Wholesale Supply Group, as we continue with a very special 2-hour pregame show brought to you by Food Cities. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Clear 2 minutes.
Okay, you got it. Great job so far. And we'll do we'll do 2-minute breaks all the way through pregame. But once we start at 6:30, we're going to go for probably about 30 minutes straight. So we're going to do another 2-minute break here in about 3 or 4 minutes. And Earl's over there rehearsing. Once are you through eating? Put on the headset there. We come back and you can give us your thoughts and everything. I'm going to put my headset. Earl, grab me a water over there, please. I'm going to get Joe to talk. You just go ahead and do what you need. I'm going to get Joe to talk for a few minutes. Okay, come on in. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to plug this back in here, and we'll have you. I can't plug it in now because it's playing music. And I don't need all that crazy music. Matter of fact, we'll plug in now. Yeah, don't need to hear that.
On in 1 minute.
Got you. Thank you. Give me a drink of water here.
On in 30.
Okay. 30 seconds.
And they usually do, is it 15-minute quarters or 12-minute quarters? 12, I think it's 12. And they usually, when they come out,
15.
Okay.
they do 30.
Hey Gary, are y'all talking live?
Yeah.
On in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Food City pregame portion show here on the Buzz 101.3. I'd like to remind you about Village Volkswagen, locally owned and is a proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive in the award-winning locally made VW Atlas at villagevw.com to check them out there. I also like to remind you about the Wojtek Center for Orthopedic Care. Whether you have a sports injury, a work injury, or just an accident at home, the Wojtek Center has you covered. Dr. Gary Wojtek, good friends of the program, and he has his website at wojtek.com. And our good friends at Chick-fil-A, which I'd love to have one right now. Tried to go by there today, and the line was out into the street, and I couldn't get in there. But pick up your tailgating food at Chick-fil-A. Order your trays today for the big game, or tomorrow for the big game, or Sunday, Monday night, whatever you like to do for the big game there. And also remind you about our friends at Dale's Heating and Air. For all your heating and air needs as we break into autumn next fall or next week, Dale's Heating and Air, just call Dales.com. And Earl, had a great chance to talk with Mr. Spangler there, and also Kyle Page, who, especially Kyle. And Pat didn't have anything to do with getting his film done, but Kyle did, and it's just a great feel. In case you joined us late, we're here with a new celebration. It's going to start in about 10 minutes here, and it'll be on the Jumbotron if you're here watching. This game is also being televised tonight on the BCHS Bear Network, which is on YouTube and Facebook. Just simply search for the BCHS Bear Network, and you can find it there. Watch it live, hear this audio you're hearing right now, and on MixedTV. .TV. Steve Hartline will be having the game there tonight. So there's a lot of ways to watch this live, and if you're not here to see this video of the Jumbotron, you're really going to miss out on a huge part of the presentation. You'll hear it, but it's so nice if you can see it, because we're going to have some special guests on there that mean a lot to the program. Some of them as far as 70 years back when they graduated, or 70 years, 51. Claude Clymer, we talked to him down here earlier. And he's as spry as you and me, and he's 90 years old.
You know, everybody, when you say things like we did, complimentary to people like Claude, you know, people tend to say, oh, yeah, it's just talk. No. Claude is 90 years old.
Yep.
And yet he looks 60. Yeah. I mean, he gets around so well, talks. I mean, he is physically and mentally sharp. And you're right. I just hope that if I live to be 90 or even 85, that I look and have the mental capacity that Claude does at 90.
Well, he's certainly glad to have him here. He played and graduated in 51, played for the Bears, and he's a long-time county court clerk. I was kidding him.
Yes.
I spent a lot of money with you. He's, you have to pay to come see me in a kidding way, but
you know, Gary, these guys don't fully get this, but people like you and I from decades ago knew Claude Clymer long before they ever knew who we were.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they did. And Claude, unfortunately, in a game, he was injured severely, had a knee severely injured, and had to be amputated above the knee, and therefore he gave more to Bradley Central High School than some folks.
And I believe you have a picture in your book.
Yes.
The 100 years of of Bradley football, of Claude, back at that time when he was lying in his hospital room or recuperating from that injury.
And the fella who did the damage, he got hit in the blind side. He was there in that picture presenting him a game ball with Coach Red Eder and Claude laying in the hospital bed down in Erlanger, where they had to take it off the next day's on Halloween when it happened, which is really crazy too. But what a great guy. I hope everybody has a chance to interface with him. I hope they had a chance when he was working as a county court clerk for, I don't know, 30-something years, I think.
Oh, yeah, long time.
Longest serving, I think, in the history of Tennessee. But people like him, we're going to hear tonight from Steve Sloan, Tom Johnson, Bob Johnson, Stephen Bradford, the first African-American. You're going to hear from the Copeland brothers. You're going to hear from Louis Alford and Johnny Mull. And you're going to hear Patrick's going to kick it off with a spectacular video that I've already seen, and I ain't going to tell you about it. You'll see it if you're here. And then it's on social media. It will be out there later on, I'm sure, following tonight's game, but just like our games will be. But this game is televised, like we said, live on BCHS Bear Network, where you can watch it through YouTube or Facebook. Just search for the BCHS Bear Network. It's free of charge. Here comes some dignitaries down the field. And then it's also on mixtv.tv tonight with Steve Hartline calling play-by-play. They're just outside the press box here getting ready for their part of the broadcast. I think they'll join us at 6:30 here when they go live. And right now, a lot of the folks and dignitaries are coming down the Bear Walk, or the Chief Bill Robinson Bear Walk, onto the playing surface, and when we have a chance, we will switch to that part of the program in just a couple of moments. But right now, let's take another time out here, a 2-minute break here on the Buzz 101.3 with Game Supply to you by Wholesale Supply Group. We're in the Outers of Chattanooga broadcast booth as we wrap up our Food City pregame portion of our broadcast tonight. Back in 2 minutes with more live coverage.
Clear 2 minutes.
Pardon? Oh, yeah. Hey, Gwen, I unplugged that speaker because that music's on there. So that's coming through. So I just unplug it for now. Well, I can kill it. It's still coming through. So I just unplugged it. So I just need to remember to plug it back in when I'll. Yeah. I've got it laying right here. Maybe we get a breeze through here. Are you in charge tonight? Are you in charge? folks gathered down on the field along with the band. I see Coach Turner Jackson, Johnny Moe, Louis Alford, Patrick Spangler. Some city or county commissioners are here, school board members are here, and a lot of people in ties and jackets and everything, looking pretty spiffy now. There's some of the principals, Andy McMahon, Coach Patrick Spangler, Principal Patrick Spangler. Angie Neely is down there, along with looks like Matt Day is there as well. He's one of the assistant principals and so forth. So there's a lot of folks here, a lot of smiling, happy faces, Earl, that are pleased to see what we're seeing here tonight, and we're so glad that we have an opportunity to have this nice field.
Yeah, the dignitaries are here tonight. Anybody in Bradley County that really wanted to honor this special presentation tonight of the new field, man, oh man, this is like a who's who list of Bradley High School and Bradley County dignitaries here, and I can't wait to see that 10-12-minute video presentation of former Bear greats. You know, a lot of them would love to be here tonight,
right,
but they couldn't. They're in other states,
right,
but they sent their best wishes, and it's just great in the modern era of technology that we're in, having them make their presence known right here tonight, Gary.
It sure is, and the weather looks like it's going to be fine tonight. It is cloudy, which is good, keeps the sun off of us, and the Dale's heating and air temperature at kickoff is going to be about 80 degrees, something like that. You don't have to worry about the rain tonight, folks. Come on out here. We're going to have the festivities begin about just any second here, coming up at 6:30, so just a minute or so away from that. And we'll get that underway, and you're going to enjoy listening to that. You'll not be able to see it if you're not here, but I think you'll see it later on and with some social media. But Earl's going to be involved in a lot of this as we start the preseason. And here comes the presentation, and we're going to hook up here, and you'll be able to hear it on the radio.
Central High School. We're looking forward to an amazing evening. Thank you to Dr. Linda Cash, the Bradley County Board of Education, and the other members of the community who have made this possible. Tonight we celebrate the history, tradition, and majesty of this hallowed ground. We celebrate those warriors who have fought and bled on this field, and the commanders who have cared as much about building great men as they did about building great warriors. We look back at the accomplishments of the past, but we also celebrate the glorious future that stretches out before us, as symbolized tonight in this spectacular new turf. Same tradition, same honor, new backdrop. And now, for the first time on the brand new turf, welcome to Jimmy Lovell Field.
Hi, my name is Claude Clammer. I graduated in 1951. My first football game at Bradley High, I came away and I immediately wanted to become a Bradley Bear. I was coached with Bozo Baker and Wendell Sullivan, and I'm still a Bear. Go Bears!
I don't guess there's a high school in the state of Tennessee that has more loyal friends than Bradley High School. So for all that, I would like to say thank you. Thank you, Board of Education. Thank you, Ms. Cash. And I look forward to seeing the Bears going on this field and continue a great winning tradition that they have.
All right, we're going out in 15.
My name is Steve Swan. Graduated from Bradley High School in 1952. Bradley High School was one of my favorite memories
3,
of my life.
2, 1.
Back here at Bradley Central High School, we have our video presentation going on right now. We'll let you listen in on that. listen to Bradley Central's presentation here. Hang on just a minute. Let me send it back to you, Connor. Let me send it back to you. I need to check on something real quick. Let me send it right back to you, and then we'll let you know when you come back to me. Back in just a minute. Back off.
Opportunity to share tonight.
This off the video board here at Bradley Central.
To celebrate Bradley Central High School.
Mr. Johnny Moe.
Over the years, we have this wonderful new facility, new field that a lot of people worked hard to get here. I'd like to thank Dr. Cash and the school board for having the vision to do this here in both Walker Valley High School. The commission's role in talking with the need for this as well. You know, when I think of Bradley, I think of excellence. It's always been a school of excellence in anything that we do. So this is just another prime example of that. You know, think of Bradley, you think of the names Sloan, Alford, Dockery, Carroll, Kyle. I could go on and on with the many people that played on this field. One thing about Bradley, once you've been here, you're a part of that Bear Nation, and once you leave, you're still a part, because it's a sense of family. And I'm happy to be here, excited for the many games that are going to be won on this field to continue that honored tradition.
What's up, Bear Nation? I'm DeJuan Massengill. My 4 years at Bradley were nothing short of an amazing experience. From my freshman year all the way through to my senior year, so many great memories and experiences, both on the football field and at the school in the classroom. Bradley football wasn't exactly what we wanted it to be my freshman year, but we put in the work, we grinded, and by my senior year, it was exactly what we wanted it to be. A competitive playoff program. I'm proud to be on the team that put the original miles on this train called Bradley football. It's been rolling for the past decade. I'm a Bradley Bear through and through, so don't talk bad about them in front of me, because I do take it personal. Go Bears, baby.
There's nothing like being a Bradley Bear and playing football in Bear Stadium. I learned countless life lessons while playing football at Bradley, including how to overcome and deal with adversity, and how to always lead by example. It means something to wear the black and gold, and I will always cherish the memories I have of playing football at Bradley.
It's Cole Copeland,
one of my brother's years, their team motto was, "I've got your back." And I think that's a perfect representation of what Bradley Central football is and the culture that Coach Floyd brought with him. It doesn't matter who we're playing, who we're going up against, we've got each other, and we've got each other's backs. So once you're a Bear for life, and you've got extended family, and I can't really put into words how much Bradley Central football has done for me and how much Bradley Central football means to me.
What's going on, BC Nation? Jay Person, class of 2018. being a Bear, man, means so much to me. Coming down that Bear Walk every Friday night with your brothers, coaching staff, and everyone, having that bulletproof feeling that only a Bradley Bear would know about. You get that tight bond, man, with so many people, coaches, teachers, everyone. Coach Floyd, Coach Ford, Coach Blaylock. I talk to those 3 guys still regularly to this day. The schooling system was always love to me. They showed me the way. Kept my grades up for me. Mr. Malcolm, he was on me a bunch. I ain't get it at the time, but there's always love. And so, yeah, man, one thing I say to the team now is keep grinding and believe what they're telling me. Go Bears. God bless.
On behalf of our football team, we would like to thank Dr. Cash and the board members for allowing the installation of turf. There has been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears shed in Bear Stadium. Our current staff and players take great pride in the honored history and are excited to continue to represent the Bee with relentless effort. With the upgraded facilities in Bear Stadium, it is without a doubt the best in the state. Thank you, and go Bears.
There's a musical video playing now showing some past stars on the video board. Chris White, Stephen Bradford just been shown on the video board. Rex Docker, the late Rex Docker, played here, coached at Morristown East, coached at Memphis State, died in a tragic plane crash. Kenny Hooper's picture was just flashed up. Lots of folks here, a lot of things going on, a lot of pictures being shown on the stadium board. Steve Sloan being shown, action picture. Some of the other Bears, Bob Johnson. 4 guys' jerseys retired. Steve Sloan, David Ware, who died in the Army, Rex Docker died in a plane crash, and Bob Johnson, who lives in Cincinnati. Sloan lives in Orlando, Florida. I believe that's going to wrap up the video here. We're about to go to the live presentation on the field now. You're listening to the Buzz 101.3.
Ladies and gentlemen,
ceremony.
Would you please
Mr.
stand
Rowan
for our alma mater, directed by Mr. Andrew Coggin and the Bradley Central High School Marching Band.
Here's a Bradley alma mater, as you can well hear. That was the Bradley alma mater, led by band director Andrew Coggin. I hope you had a chance to hear the interview we posted this week on Twitter and YouTube for him. And
ladies and gentlemen,
Coach Rowan,
thank you so much for joining us tonight as we celebrate the reopening of our new Jimmy Lovell Field. Jimmy Lovell Field is blessed with a storied history. This is the 50th anniversary season that our Bradley Central High School Bears have defended this ground. Thousands of warriors have taken the field wearing the black and gold in this hallowed stadium. Tonight is the culmination of many years of dreams, determination, and dedication for Bradley Central High School coaches, alumni, and community leaders. The turf may be new, but under it all rests the same rock-solid foundation built through many years of the blood, sweat, and tears that our Bears have poured out for this school and this community. We pray that future generations will play with the same honor, hold true to our traditions, and play with relentless pride for many years to come. If you would, please direct your attention to the 50-yard line as we recognize several individuals without whom this event would never have been possible. First of all, the individual who has provided outstanding leadership, not just in this athletic project, but throughout all of Bradley County Schools, our Director of Schools, Dr. Linda Cash. Our Bradley County School Board members, the Chairman, Mr. Troy Weathers, Vice Chair, Amanda Lee, Mr. Teddy Bryson, Mr. Rodney Dillard, Ms. Vicki Beatty, Ms. Nancy Kaysen, Dr. Jeff Levengood, and Special Project Director, Mr. Kyle Page. Other special community members and special guests tonight would like to recognize State Senator Mike Bell, State Senator Todd Gardenhire, Representative Dan Howell, Sheriff Steve Lawson, and Bradley County Mayor D. Gary Davis. Representing various members of the Bradley County Commission, Chairman Johnny Mall, Mr. Louis Alford, and I might ad-lib, Mr. Alford has also done just a little bit of coaching for the Bradley Bears right here on this field. Thanks, Coach. Miss Erica Davis, Mr. Bill Winters, Mr. Mylan Blake, Mr. Kevin Raper, Mr. Tim Mason, Miss Cindy Slater, we'd like to also recognize some former principals who gave outstanding quality leadership for many, many years. First of all, a man who sent many, many Cubs onto the Bradley campus that became big grown-up Bears from Lake Forest, Principal Mr. Richie Stevenson. And 2 former Bradley Central High School principals. One served here for something like 21 plus years, Mr. Dale Hughes. And more recently, had an 8-year tenure here at Bradley Central High School, Mr. Todd Shoemaker. And now join us as we officially open our new Jimmy Lovell Field. Dr. Lovingood,
right now the Dignitaries are going to midfield.
all right, we officially dedicate the new turf, the new Jimmy Lovell Field. What a storied past Jimmy Lovell Field has had, not just here, but at the old school that many of you attended, which is now Ocoee Middle. Dr. Lovingood, please cut the ribbon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. God bless and go Bears.
We're going to have a student-led prayer and the national anthem coming up here right now. So here comes the prayer. I don't have this lady's name, but I will get it for you.
Now would you join us in prayer? Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing everyone here safely to watch the game. May we play hard and fair. Dear Lord, please keep everyone safe away from injury, fill the players with energy and passion, protect their health and bodies as they tackle and run today. And may God bless this game to be enjoyable for everyone. God bless and go Bears. Amen.
We have to get that God bless and go Bears in everything we do here. And now comes the national anthem by a 7th grader, no less. 7th grader, Lily Winters. I've heard this girl several times. The girl's got some pipes, as they say. So she's getting her tune right there, and she's ready to go with the national anthem. Should have introduced Earl as our national anthem because everybody's trying to leave. Ask them to remain standing, somebody over there. We're going to have the national anthem just momentarily. Got a little technical difficulty on the part of the singer here trying to get her tuning key hit there. And I think we're going to be ready to go here in a moment. What's the hold up, Earl? Do you have any idea?
The color guard from JROTC are presenting the colors tonight. The following cadets are presenting the colors. Cadet Captain Wilcox, Cadet Captain Raper, Cadet Sergeant Landon, Cadet Sergeant Burton, Cadet Corporal Ledford, Cadet Captain Christensen. They are led by LTC Chris Engel.
Lieutenant Colonel Chris Engel, who's been a long-time instructor here in ROTC at Bradley Central High School. They're looking sharp out there at the 20-yard line. They're
If you would, please, if you're not already, rise to your feet and kindly remove your caps.
Here comes the color guard marching onto the field.
As Lily Winters from Lake Forest Middle School comes to perform our national anthem.
I think you'll enjoy Lily, son of
Oh, say,
Robbie
can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the
Seventh grader, folks. Seventh grader. Seventh grade. That's all I have to say about her. Lord, getting that girl sing. That's Miss Lily Winters. A great rendition of our national anthem here at Bear Stadium. She's getting, I think Mom was nervous than anyone else. We'll take a break here. Come here, Lily. I got to give you a hug, honey. Good job there, honey. Good job. We will take a break here, and if we can settle down here after all this excitement, we'll take a 2-minute timeout. Be back with more live coach here on the Buzz 101.3. Games brought to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 2 minutes. We're back here in the Bears who just run through the banner on the field here on the Buzz 101.3, where games are brought to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Hardin Valley has just run through their cheerleaders, their banner on the other side. And Earl, before kickoff, we got to talk about that ceremony, that presentation. It was just chilling, give you goosebumps.
I tell you what, Gary, I told Principal Patrick Spangler, hey, I just followed the script and tried to put some extra juice, some extra gusto in it, but whoever wrote that script for me, that was not my script. But, man, that was so stirring. Let me tell you, it was just one page, straight to the point. But when they talk about 50 years on this turf and then more going back to the old field on North Ocoee Street, where people like Claude Clymer and Lou Alford and those guys
Steve
played.
Sloan, Rick Dockery.
Steve Sloan, Dockery, all of those greats, Bob Johnson. Man, when you combine it all and talk about the blood, the sweat, the tears that have been left, Claude Clymer knows all about that. Many, many others know all about that. And talking about this hallowed ground right here, man, it just makes goosebumps come up on you if you're a real, true Bear fan.
We missed the coin toss in our talking there. Let's take a quick 30-second break and be back with a kickoff here on the Buzz 101.3 just in 30 seconds. First play from scrimmage for the Bears on this drive is Jackson Wilson on the running play for 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 to go.
I think 1951.
2nd and 7 to go.
I think that's right. He is 90.
Here's a snap. McCleary pass flat's going to be complete. He's going to have yardage. He's going to have the first down for the Bears, and that's going to be on the far side. That would be J. Allen Terry, the freshman. It'd be a 1st and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland Ford out to the 27-yard line. Just a quick stand-up, fired out into the flat. It's hard for the defense to cover that in a situation like that because it happens so quickly. 2nd down and 10, or 1st and 10 for the Bears at their 27-yard line here in the first quarter play at 6:15 to go. Start the clock after the first down. Hardin Valley Band is here, by the way. In halftime, we're going to have the homecoming festivities. And you'll hear Earl again on helping with those. Here's a pass flat. Again, this to the far side. Pass is going to be complete out to about the 30 or so before he's brought down. That will be J. Allen Terry again from McCleary. We're showing more of a passing attack tonight. A gain of 6 to the 31. It'll be 2nd down and a gain of 4, correct? Gain of 4, 2nd and 6 for the Bears on pass completion. Twins to the left side this time. Wilson stays in the backfield. He'll take the snap and the handoff. He'll have positive yards out near the 35 for a gain of about 4, where it's going to be 3rd down and about 2 to go for the Bears. Gain of 4 for Jackson Wilson right at the 35. Ball touching that stripe. And I wonder, Earl, if it's different playing on a field with no crown than it is on the field with a crown to the runners or the pass receivers.
I would say there's some difference, got to be.
Wilson on the carry. He's going to have the 1st down and then a couple of more yards out across the 35 to the 40 to the 42. Be a 1st and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland Ford. I believe that's going to be their 4th first down of the quarter.
5th
1st down, Earl says. We'll have Earl stats at halftime if he has time. Earl, we don't worry about stats tonight since it's homecoming. We'll get those after on our Jenkins Daily postgame show. Right now we're into Zeke's first quarter play for the Bears. 42-yard line, 1st and 10 in Bear territory. Bears that same spread offense. McCleary back, looking, throw across Smith, going to be, Dugan didn't look, and it's thrown behind. It's going to be 2nd down. Misread that time, either on the part of Dugan or McCleary, you don't know. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 to go. Threw it behind him out to the sidelines, right in front of the Bear bench there. So the clock stops at 4:43. Travis Adams had his grill over there, the left field lounge they call it, before the game. It's shut down now. Delicious barbecue if you want to get here early next time. We'll be home our next game. Next week we're open. Then we'll be home with Bearden, another big region game. That is a huge, huge game for the Bears.
And our colleague Joe Cannon sampled it. That's his favorite Friday night eating place, I think.
Pass complete again for the Bears, this time to, I believe that was Goree. I believe it's going to be 3rd and 7 to go for the Bears. Ball just shy of the 45-yard line in Bear territory. Big play here for the Bears and for the Hardin Valley defense. Bears spread out a little bit further. Trips left. McCleary back, looking, going to be hit and grabbed and thrown for a huge sack, a huge loss as an offensive line broke down. And it'll be a punt situation for the Bears, a huge loss all back to the 36-yard line where they lost 8 yards from the 44 to the 36. It's going to be 4th down and about 16 to go for 1st down. They'll punt. Jackson Wilson drops back to punt. Back to receive that punt. It's going to be number 16, and that will be Zach Passafume. He's got to be the brother to the other Passafume we saw earlier, unless that was the same guy. Maybe it was the same guy, Zach Passafume. Coming into the game belatedly, number 1, Gage Anderson, a young junior. Jackson Wilson, the leading punter in the County. Here's his high. Boy, he boomed one. Fair catch back to the 27 from the Bear 36 to the 27-yard line. We'll take a quick 30 and we'll be back with more live coverage in just 1/2 minute here on the Buzz 101.3. After the 37-yard punt by Jackson Wilson, it'll be Hawk football, not basketball yet. They'll split them out. Twins left, hand off the running back in the middle. He's going to have yardage. He's going to have 1 or 2, and fighting to continue plowing away. He's out across the 30 to the 31. So a 3-yard gain, 2nd down, 7 coming up for the Hawks. That's Nichols again on the carry for the Hawks. Brought down by Rodney Williams, who's a sophomore. A young Bradley defense, and they are extremely aggressive, hard-hitting, and they have really helped carry the load. No score in our game yet at 2:44 to go in the open period. Both teams with the ball. This is the second time for Hardin Valley to have it. After that first one was a Bear turnover. Nichols again in the middle. He's going to be hit and stopped. And no gain, maybe a loss, or right at, he lost a yard. Going to be a loss of a yard. Well, let's see where he will lose a yard. Yep, it's going to be 3rd down at the 31 now. 3rd and 7. Nichols obviously their workhorse at running back, like Wilson is for the Bears. Bears will send a new defender in there, Don Jones. Blake Johnson, a senior. Blake Johnson. And 3rd down and 7 to go for the Hawks. They'll split twins to the right side. Nichols in the backfield with the quarterback. He's set, the snap. He's back looking. He's going to be rushed out of the pocket. He's going to run for his life now, and he's going to throw it away. It's going to be caught, maybe. Incomplete. Nope, incomplete. It's going to be 4th down, and they will punt it away. That intended for Cooper Rittenberry. And at 1:50, the clock is stopped. The incompletion, and they will punt it away to the Bears, and the Bears are going to have much better field position this time with Taylor Dugan now at his 40-yard line. They had a high booming punt the last time from Passafume. Could not be returned. So Dugan back there. Dugan is a junior. And the Bears have the return on. Not going to rush. Here's a good snap. Punt away. High boomer again. It's going to be a fair catch taken by Dugan at the Bear 41, where they'll take over 1st down and 10 after another power punt for Cleveland Utilities. We'll take a 30-second timeout again. Be back in just 1/2 minute with the first Bear snap of this series here on the Buzz 101.3. We're game supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. First snap goes to Jackson Wilson on a running play with a nice gain from the 41 out to the 49. An 8-yard pickup, going to be 2nd down and 2. Just had Claude Clymer introduced to the crowd here, and he stood up and took a bow. Talked to him several times the last few days. He was tickled to death to be honored with a video clip that he produced at home. And to be mentioned here on the PA tonight for the Bears. The snap. Wilson again on the handoff. No, he will fall forward. And he slipped and fell. It's going to be 3rd and 2. No gain whatsoever on the play. Actually lost a yard. Half a yard maybe. 3rd and a short, 3 long 2, ever how you want to call it, from the Bear 48.5-yard line. Big play again for the Bears. They need to get a drive going here and keep it going. Had 1 turnover on the tip pass for the interception. They've got Terry and Gorey out to the left side. They'll hand it to Wilson again. He will blast it this time. He's got that first. Well, he is hit right at it, depending on the spot.
He's
got it. It's going to be close, but I think he's got it at the 49, just inside the 49. And officials looking, and it is a 1st and 10 for the Bears in Cleveland Ford. 36.2 seconds in the half. I'd like to remind you, are your pipes needing work? Rick's Plumbing Service, been family-owned in Cleveland for 35 years. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing Service at 423-595-6143. Pass out flat, complete to Jalen Terry. There's a flag on the play. Coming back, 15-yarder on the Bears. Coming up, or a 10-yarder. And an inadvertent block there. That penalty will be on the Bears. Flag's down to 48, looks like. They'll mark it off from that point. Yep, holding on the Bears. And it's going to be a 10-yard mark-off. It's going to be with 12.2 seconds to go. Back to the Bear, 43 maybe, where it's going to be repeating a first down. So it's going to be first and about 18 to go.
First penalty of the game, Gary.
Yep, hope it's the last.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Health and Fitness Complex. Remember them. They're the home of the no-contract membership. Download a free 5-day pass at oyeahlife.com. No enrollment fee, as low as $19 per month. That's Oh Yeah Fitness, Health and Fitness Complex down the Village Green. I always jokingly say it's right between Townhouse Bakery, or the Village Bakery, and Firehouse Subs. Clock will start on the snap. 2nd and 18. McCleary hands it to Wilson. He'll hit the middle, and he is slammed into, and he will spin free and get maybe a yard. They have keyed on Wilson as they should. It's going to be 2nd down and long. It'll be the final play of the first quarter here as we wrap it up here with no score at the end of one here at Bear Stadium on the Buzz 101.3. We'll take a 1-minute timeout between periods here and be back with the Bears 2nd down and about 16 to go from their 44 when we return in 1 minute on the Buzz. Well, Earl, looking at a scoreless first quarter, the Bears obviously had come off of 3 very emotional rivalry games, and it's obvious to me and to you, I think, that their head's not in the game yet.
Yep, and it's exactly what I feared might happen last week after 2 straight weeks of Bears getting up for rivals. It just was delayed 1 week. They played extremely hard the last 3 weeks. They're really flat right now.
2nd and 18, pass out flat's going to be complete for the Bears and be short yardage game out across the 45. That's Jackson Wilson on the catch to the Bear 49. It's going to be 3rd down and still long to go. About 12. 2nd down, about 12 to go for the Bears from their 49. Just the first play of the second quarter play. No score in the game. No score. Bears with their 3rd possession of the game. The Hawks have had it twice. The Bears have turned them away. Bears had 1 turnover, a tipped pass on interception, a little bubble screen into the middle that did not work out for the Bears. Bradley offensive line is going to have to improve their blocking scheme tonight. Back goes McCleary, rolling out to his right. He's looking, going to throw it deep down the field. It's going to be pass interference. It should be. And there it comes. There it comes. Yeah, that had to be coming. It's clear from here, and the referee, one of the ones furthest away, didn't see it, and there's the signal pass interference against. Now let me give the Bears a first down because it's a 15-yard mark. Obviously 3rd down and 12. They push the ball inside the Hawk territory, inside their 40-yard line to about the 37 or so. It looks like it'll be when they step it off here. So the second penalty of the night, 1 on each team now. It will be a 1st and 10 for the Bears in Cleveland Ford down to the Hawk 30. Let's call it the 36, near the 35 actually. It'll be a 1st and 10 with 11:08 to go in the period and no score in the first half of play. Homecoming coming up at halftime. You hear Coach Rowan reading all the descriptions of the lovely ladies who come in on golf carts. No automobiles are allowed on the turf any longer, so that's a thing of the past.
Going to miss those Corvettes.
Going to miss the Corvettes. Hand off to Jack. No, fake to Wilson. Pass complete. Jalen Terry. He's going to be having down across the 30 to the 27. A nice pickup, about 8. Going to be 2nd down and short, maybe 2 yards. Jalen Terry, the freshman. And, boy, you can see Jalen Terry just growing more and more each week.
Yeah, he's gaining confidence as the weeks pass.
Second down and 1 to go. Give him 9 yards. Want to check off in the sidelines this time. Maybe going over the top. We'll see. Because you got 1 yard to go. You got to figure you can make it in a couple of plays. They may take a chance and go over the top, see if they can get a score here. No score right now at 10:33 to go. The snap, hand off to Wilson. He will kick the ball, and he will have the first down inside at 25 to the 24. And he will have a 3-yard gain, a first down and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland forward. And time's going to be called. We have an injured Hawk down. And we will check to see. I'd like to remind you about Rick's Plumbing, one of our newer sponsors. They've been family-owned in Cleveland for 35 years. Call Jealous or Jason at Rick's Plumbing at 595-6142. I'd also like to remind you about Village Volkswagen. If you haven't tried out one of Village Volkswagen's units, check it out at villagebw.com. They're locally made right down here in Chattanooga, proud sponsor of local sports. Take a test drive in the award-winning VW Atlas, as we said, made down here in Chattanooga. And they'll help him off. I think didn't get the number. I think he just got dinged up a little bit. He's being helped off gingerly. So the Bears will have it. First down and 10 at the Hawk, 24, about to get into the Kia red zone, but not there yet. It'll be the Kia Cleveland red zone inside the 20-yard line tonight. Lawrence Matthews, also our fan of the week. That's presented by Taziki's Restaurant. Lawrence is one of those true blue, black and gold. Pass the flat's going to be complete again. Boy, Brad's wearing that play out there. It's going to be Goree on the catch. Mason, the freshman, he'll pick up 4, second down and 6 down to the 21-yard line. Moreland on the tackle for the Hawks. And he is another good-looking prospect, Mason Goree, the brother of Marcus. And Marcus is out tonight with an ankle issue. And I don't think they want him to play. I'm not sure if he's in street clothes or not. Haven't really had a chance to look for him. The snap, handoff to Jackson Wilson. He'll hit the middle. And it'll be a first and 10 for the Bears down across the 20 to the 15, down to the 13-yard line. As
offensive line is still opening some holes up front. That time, big hole on the left side for Jackson Wilson.
13-yard line for the Bears, where it's going to be first and 10. And the Bears can move on the ground. They need to push this one in and score here. 9:25 going half. No score so far. Bears on their third possession. They punted once. They've had 1 turnover in Hawk territory. They'll split 2 men out to wide to the right. Hand off in the middle again. And it's going to be Wilson. He's going to hammer it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5. And down just inside the 5 maybe. Going to
just
be
shy of another first down.
8-yard gain, 9-yard gain.
8 yards up.
8 yards to about the 5, second down and 2 to go. In Hawk territory. Just inside the 5, the nose of the ball, backside nose, touching the line, just inside the 5-yard line. McCleary set. He'll hand it to Wilson again. He'll hit the middle. He'll have a couple of yards and maybe close to that first down, which will be important because it'll be a first and goal. The referee runs in to spot him from the sideline at the 3-yard line. I believe it's going to be right at the first down. Right at it. I mean, it is right at the stick. And they're going to say he's short. Going to be third and just inches or a foot maybe to go for the first down. And I think they're going to call time and measure. Yep, Fisher's going to call time, and he says it's close enough to take a look. So we'll let him bring the change across the way. And while we tell you about the Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care, no matter if it's a sports injury, and it's going to be a going to send the team to the sidelines, so it's it's just a timeout for measurement. Voitech Center for Orthopedic Care, no matter if it's a sports injury, the work injury, or just an accident at home, the Voitech Center has you covered. You can check out their facilities out on Georgetown Road, and you can visit them at voitech.com. Here's a stretching of the chain. Be placed down, and I think he has got it.
Yeah, he got it.
First and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland forward at the 3. Now we've got 4 shots to go 3 yards. I don't think we'll be passing it here.
The stats really are one-sided, Gary, to have a 0-0 score. That's the 10th first down for the Bears.
Wow.
And yet no points.
Wow.
10-1 in first downs.
Well, let's get a touchdown here then. At the 3-yard line in Hawk territory now. Going to the north side, that open end, into that new black and gold end zone that has Bears printed in it. And time's going to be called, and there's a flag on the play. That's going to be on the Bears, I believe. Boy, we don't need penalties down here. It's going to be
somebody
offside. No, it's on the Hawks.
It's on the Hawks, yeah.
So half the distance, we'll take that down to about the 1.5-yard line. Inside the 2 anyway. It's going to be first and goal from that point. I think Jackson Wilson deserves to carry this in if he can. Under center this time. No, it's not. It was to be Wilson is hit, and he's fighting and fighting and fighting. He falls for a touchdown.
Yes.
Touchdown, Wilson. He will not give up. And the Bears score the first points of the game at 7:56 to go into half. 7:56. Jackson Wilson will carry it in for 2 yards out for the first touchdown on the new turf here.
7:56.
PAT coming up for the Bears. Let's see, Earl Rojas has been doing the honors. Yep, he will be doing the honors with Taylor Dugan to hold for the Bears. Owens on the snap coming up. The snap is good. The place is good. The kick, it's also good. Timeout on the field, 7:56 and a half. 7-0 Bears over the Hawks. We'll be back with the kickoff in 30 seconds.
Clear 30 seconds.
Yeah, just 30 on the kick. Have the Hawks, and here comes a kick real quick like. It's going to be a high kick. It's going to the sideline. It's going to be hitting and bouncing and picked up the 21 to the 25 to the 30 and wrestled the ground about 3 or 4 different Bears out at the 35-yard line. That's going to be Rodney Williams and Alan Mullis for the Bears on the tackle. Next week we'll take a week off and have a chance to take our lovely wives out for dinner. Or we can let them cook supper maybe. My wife likes football on Friday because she don't have to cook. Or I don't have to cook or go get it. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Bears. For the Hawks, trailing now 7-0 to the Bears with 7:50 to go in the first half. 7-0 Bears here against the Hawks on homecoming night. Also a very special celebration here to open the new field with the artificial turf, Jimmy Level field. Cleveland up 14-7 over Farragut. We just got a score from Cleveland High School on our Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. Here's a handoff to the running back. Nichols trying to get out wide right. He's in trouble. He's going to be ran down and wrestled and shoved out. Maybe a yard gain. It's going to be 2nd down, and he's ran out of bounds by Gage Anderson, looks like number 2.
Yeah, right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain.
No gain.
No gain. Stepped out right there at the chains. So 2nd and 10 for the Hawks from their 35. And I was talking to their radio fellow, their play-by-play guy earlier. He came over. We talked for a while, and he said they're really having trouble on offense, the Hawks are, this year. Mike Potter, the coach, is in his 3rd year. Didn't get a chance to really talk about a lot of their history like we normally do. Here's a handoff. Nichols in the running back. He's going to have positive yards out to about the 40-yard line. He'll get 5 yards.
They're a new school from 2009, I think, was their first football season.
Yep.
And they have had some good success
yes, they have.
in years past, some 9-10 win seasons.
Yep. Wes Jones opened their school football campaign up there in 2009. Was there for 10 years, and Potter was on his staff as an assistant. He's been there for 5 years, and the last 3 is head coach. Trips left side now. Basically an empty backfield. Back goes quarterback. He's hit. Is that a fumble or is that an incomplete pass? They're going to call it incomplete pass. He was hit. Somebody smoked him about the time he was going to pass. Josh Helston, the guy who hit him, is going to be 4th and long. Or not long, 4th and 5 from their 40. They're not going to take a chance here, down 7-0. As the defensive line continues to do its thing for the Bears and the linebackers and defensive backs. And I talked to Coach Floyd about Knox Watson last week. He said a lot of their defensive plays are designed for the lineman to take out the blocker so Knox can have a shot at making the tackle, which makes sense.
Yeah,
Opens
and
things
he
up
is
for him.
having a phenomenal first half of this season.
Wow.
38 solo tackles.
Yeah. Passafume back to punt for the Bears, for the Hawks. Dugan back deep, high, booming punt. Dugan's going to take a fair catch at the Bear 30-yard line. Will be a first attempt for the Bears after Cleveland Utilities power punt. At 6:54 to go in the half, 7-0 Bears. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout and return with more live coach here on the Buzz. 101.3, back in 30. Trivia question. It's going to be an easy one if you've been listening. If you've read a paper or heard anything at all on social media this week or our broadcast pregame, you'll know the answer to this one. So pay attention. Be the first one with the quick fingers to dial, and you win a large pizza from Pizza Hut at the halftime break. We'll do that right before we go to the homecoming festivities. Bears now 1st and 10, leading 7-0 from their 30-yard line. Carter Howard shifts that H-back position left side. Oh, bad snap all the way by Aiden. He's going to fall on it, and he does, and he didn't get it.
No.
Well, yeah, we got it. Aiden couldn't cover it, and a Hawk had it, and then, boy, it pushed way back to the 9-yard line. 9-yard line. It's going to be second down and 31 to go for a first down. Bears were lucky. Bad snap that time. It went by Aiden. To his side, not over his head, but to his side. Missed everything.
That's 2 fumbles, and we've recovered both of them. But, boy, they hurt.
Yeah.
Big loss of yardage there.
There's a flag on the Hawks. They jumped off sides, trying to anticipate to be a 5-yard mark. We get 5 yards of that back on 2nd and 31. Make it 2nd and 26 to go. Move the ball up to the Bear 14-yard line. And Carter Howard was out of the game, comes back in for the Bears. Cleveland up 14-7 over Farragut. Second quarter of their game at Raider Field tonight. Bears set to go. Trips left side. McCleary back to pass. Looking out in the flat. Going to be incomplete, overthrown. Going to be 3rd down. Third and 26 coming up for the Bears. As Wilson or McCleary certainly has been opened up to pass tonight. He was limited mobility-wise with a bum ankle the first few games, but boy, he's 100% tonight, trying to shake off some rust and connect with his receivers again. Didn't get a chance to pass much in earlier games. 13 times last night. 3rd down and 26 to go for the Bears, and time's going to be called by the Bears. Be their first time out of the half, and we'll take one with them on behalf of Tzatziki's at 6:11 to go in the half. 7-0 Bears. Back in 1 minute on the Buzz, where game supplied to you by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 60. Bears back to pass on 3rd and long, trying to run. The pass is going to be complete, and he's got the first down. Simon Mullis out of the backfield, all the way out to the Bear 47-yard line.
Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson. We're sorry, 22 rather than 33. 22, Jackson. We're sorry, Jackson. But a huge catch from the Bear 9 to the 47. That's what, a 38-yard pickup right there for a 1st and 10 for the Bears. Boy, that'll get you out of a hole in a hurry.
Yeah, that was a beauty right there, and Jackson Wilson had a good step on his defender, and boy, Aiden laid it right in there.
Trips left side this time for the Bears. Wilson in the backfield will fake the handoff to him. Pass the flat's going to be complete. Trying to pick up some yards on his own. He'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 yards across midfield to the Hawk 47 or so to Hawk territory. It's going to be 2nd down after a gain of 6, 2nd down and 4 to go. J. Allen Terry getting a workout tonight at receiver. Pass. Pass, pass, yeah. Pass out in the flat again. They like that little pass. They found a weakness out there on the Hawk defense. Now they look to the sidelines as Todd Burkhart will signal in the play from the sidelines from what was originally called. 2nd down and 4. The Bears, back goes McCleary, looking right, throwing right out, and the flat's going to be complete this time to Jackson Wilson. He's going to sidestep one defender, wrestle another one. He's going to be hogtied and wrestle the ground after a gain of maybe a yard down to the 46, where it's going to be 3rd down and about 3 to go. Short 3 at that. But Wilson again on the reception. He's caught a few of those tonight. He scored a touchdown early this year on a 38-yard reception, or 38 yards gain coming in, but he has scored 1 passing touchdown and I think 6 TDs on the ground now, counting tonight's score. 3rd and short. They'll get to Wilson. He'll hit the middle. He's going to be hit and lost, thrown for a loss. He'll lose a couple. It's going to be 4th down. And 4th down. The Bears going to send in the punt team on the 4th down and 4, a long 4, nearly 5 to go for the 1st down. They will send in the punt team. So they have figured Jackson out somewhat. He's going to drop back to punt. Back deep for the Hawks will be, looks like number 16 again. Yep, Passafume back deep to receive. He's at his 20-yard line. Wilson will kick it away from about the Bear 40. Here comes a punt, another high kick. Boy, you can't cut. He's going to let it hit and bounce. Gets a perfect Bear roll, and they're going down inside the 5-yard line at the 4 from the 47. That'll be a 43-yard punt for Jackson Wilson. They faked the fair catch, let it roll, go over his head, and roll dead. Got about 15 more yards.
Where is that? At the 4?
At the 43-yarder.
44-yard punt.
So it's a nice kick. So the Hawks bottle up now, trailing at 7-0 at 4:12 to go in the half. 7-0 Bears, 4:12 to go in the half. Let's see if the defense can make something happen here. They're going to come out in a tight formation this time. The Hawks are. 1 wide receiver out to the left side. Nichols in the backfield with the quarterback. He's under center. He will hand off to his running back. He'll hit the middle for nothing. He stopped cold in his tracks.
That's Brady Hogrick.
That's
he got met immediately by Knox Watson.
2nd down and 10 after no gain.
And a loss of the yard, 2nd down and 11.
Coming out for the Bears, number 17, Max Wilson, comes off the field. Max is a sophomore. A lot of youngsters, lots and lots of youngsters. Also checking out for the Bears is Ken Rehagen, another sophomore linebacker. Those are Lake Forest kids played. He lost a yard, actually 2nd down and 11 to go. Loss of 1. 2nd and 11 to go. Ball back at the 3-yard line now. Let's see if he stays under center. Nope, going to come out of the shotgun this time. Twins left side. Keeps the running back there with him. He'll hand it. No, he'll fake to the running back. Going to roll out to his left. Looking, pass out, flats complete to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, 30, 35. He may go to the house. I believe he's going to have to be run down behind. He will be caught and wrestled down finally way down at the Bear 25-yard line.
Yep.
And it'll be a huge play.
Wayne Dayton got him for the Bears.
Wayne Dayton on the tackle.
Saved the touchdown.
Injured Hoff, but from the 3-yard line to the Bear 24. That's 73 yards on the 1st and 10, and an injured Hawk. Looks like he's got cramps maybe.
They're going to mark him.
It's going to be.
Where is that? 20. What, is there a flag?
No, it's an injury.
Oh.
Luca Morrow.
There's a flag.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be wiped out?
It's going to be wiped out.
Boy.
On the opposite side of the field from the play, and I'm not sure what that's about. Flags down to 25. Here comes a signal from the official. Ineligible man downfield. That'll wipe that off, and they'll back them up even further. Repeat, second down from about the yard and a half. Boy, what a devastating play.
I mean, hey, you're right on your call, Gary. That was a 73-yard perfect pass.
Yep.
And except for one Bear defender, Dayton, he would have taken it all the way in. But a penalty, a flag on the far side of the field, we didn't even pick that up.
Illegal man downfield,
Yep.
so it'll be second down and
that nullifies that big gain.
Yeah. So again, out of the shotgun. Snap coming up. Hand off to the running back. He hit the middle, trying to get outside, and he's going to be pinned in and brought down about the 10 or so. He'll have about 8 yards. That's Nichols on the carry. 3rd and 4 from their 10-yard line. The Bears up 7-0 at 2:55 to go in the half. Low-scoring game so far for the Bears. They've not been able to explode that offense, and the Hawks are eating up a lot of time with their drives. And maybe that's what they had full intention to do. 2nd down or 3rd down and 4 to go. Hawks set to go. Twins right side this time. Nichols stays in at fullback, halfback. Hand off Nichols in the middle. He's going to have yardage out to the 10 to the 15. There's a flag. That's probably holding. He's going to have the first down yardage, but let's see what this penalty is about.
Thrown to the 14, but it's going to be nullified.
There it is, holding on
holding.
Hawks. Again, another huge penalty on another first down. So it's going to be 3rd down, half the distance back to the 5. It's going to be 3rd down, about 9 to go. Holding on the Hawks. And Earl, when you're a team like this, it's snake bit and you can't score. It seems like these are kind of plays come up over. You know, we've seen it happen to the Bears.
You just shake your head in frustration because right when you're doing things right, and they are, in the last 3-4 plays, they've looked good. And only to have 2 straight penalties wipe out first down yardage.
So 3rd down and right at 10 to go now, back at the original line of scrimmage at the 4-yard line, they say. Standing in his own end zone. Now they're going to check off on the sidelines, it looks like. Yep, they are checking off. The snap, hand off the running back. He's hitting the backfield, and he'll fall forward. It's going to be 4th and long. Nichols on the carry. And the Bears are going to call time with 1:57 to go, I believe. Yep, Bradley calls time at 1:57 to go.
Yeah, the Bears feel like they're going to get good field position and a chance to put another touchdown on the board.
May go for a block. Taziki's timeout on the field. We'll take one here on the Buzz, 101.3. 60-second break. I'll tell you the score, 7-0. The Bears about to get the ball back at 1:57 in the first half of play. Here comes a kick for the Bears. Taylor Dugan will catch it at the 38, a fair catch at the 37, let's call it, for the Bears. Have great field position at the Hawk 37 with exactly 1:50 to go here in the first half. The Bears up 7-0 here on the Buzz 101.3 after that Cleveland Utility power punt there. I'd like to remind you about Chick-fil-A. Get your tailgating food at Chick-fil-A before the game or on after the game. Get your breakfast there now. Big weekend coming up of football, Saturday and Sunday, Monday. So remember Chick-fil-A, nothing better than that. So the Bears have burnt two of their timeouts in the first. They've got one more to go. I'm sure this will be a passing act we'll see here. Bears have twins either side. Carter Howard out wide right here on the right side for one of the receivers. Jalen Terry tucked underneath him. Handoff throw to Wilson. He'll hit the middle. He'll have short yardage out across the 35 to the 33 or 34. 34 we call it. Going to be second down and about 7 to go. Bears quickly to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get the plays in. They're going to signal the play in. Second down and 7 to go for the Bears after a Jackson Wilson 3-yard gain to the 34-yard line of the Hawks. Bears set. Twins either side again. McCleary back looking across the middle. Pass can be complete downfield to Jalen Terry. He's down to the 20-yard line where it's a 1st and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland forward from the senior quarterback. 1:08. Clock is stopped to move the sticks, and they'll crank it here shortly. Chain game. Ready to go. Here's a snap. McCleary pass out the flat. Taylor Dugan takes this side. He's down to the 15, spins around, and to be second down after a gain right at 5. Going to be second down as Taylor Dugan. Give him 5, second and 5 on the completion. McCleary to Dugan. Dugan the junior, McCleary the senior. Bears trips left side. Obviously, they call 3 or 4 plays in that timeout. So they look at the silence. We tell you which one we want to take. Here's a snap. Hand off to Wilson. He'll hit the middle. He's going to have, there's a flag on the Bears. It's going to come back. Going to be holding on the Bears, I'm almost positive. Wilson all the way down inside the 10, about the 8, but that's going to be wiped out, and there's holding on the Bears. Quick indication from the official. And they're going to mark it off from about the 15-yard line, I believe. Chop block. It's a chop block on the Bears.
Well, they're now having to battle the clock, so I'd say that Aiden's going to have to take some shots at the end zone.
15-yard mark off on the illegal block. You can't block below the knees, and that's a dangerous thing to try, and you get caught. It's a 15-yard penalty. Clock's at 42.4. The Bears have one timeout remaining.
The Bears need the 10 for a first.
Bears set. McCleary back looking, got all kind of times. Going to run it now to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and it steps out about the 12 or so. And there's another flag from way down the field there.
What's this about?
That's going to be on the Bears. Probably a block in the back or holding. Ineligible man downfield, looks like. Ineligible man downfield. I believe it was a preliminary signal. Here comes a call. It's personal foul. Personal foul. I'm not sure what that was.
Well, anyhow, it's a major one.
15 yards from the 23. Wow.
Boy.
30.6 seconds to go. Bear said if between the 38 39 and Hawk territory, leading at 7-0. We're under a half minute to go now. Bears do have the one timeout left. They're going to go, and here's going to be a time call by somebody. It'll be Hardin Valley calling time. Thank you. We'll take that one. A Taziki's timeout call with 30.6 to go in the first half, and we'll take one as well here on the Buzz 101.3. Back in 1 minute.
Those premier sponsors they keep talking about, they've got the little white tents down on the north end of the home side down there. You can see it. We want to thank those premier sponsors. And I'm just realizing as I look at those name tents that I've forgotten Lee University last couple of times. They're not on my sheet in front of me, but they're brand new sponsors. Not to mention my alma mater. Whoopsie. Lee University, love you, mean it. Thanks for your support of Bradley Athletics. First Baptist of Cleveland, we're going to go right down the sideline. Denzo, McDonald's, and Bank of Cleveland. Along with Coca-Cola.
Back at Bradley Central with 30 seconds to go after that timeout called by the Hawks. Second down and 28. Second and 28 for the Bears. Back goes McCleary to pass. Looking, throwing out. The flat's going to be almost intercepted. And that would have been a pick six, but it is knocked away. It's going to be third down. Intended for Jackson Wilson, and it was thrown behind him. Going to be third down and long for the Bears. Still third and 28 at the Hawk 38. 25.9 to go now in the half with the passing completion. Bears do have the one timeout. McCleary back looking, and the flat's going to be thrown low, and incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. Thrown short of the receiver. That's going to be Taylor Dugan. It's going to be 4th and long. The Bears are obviously going to go for it here on 4th and long with only 22 seconds to go in the half. No, they're going to punt it away. Putting in the punt team. Going to be a punt coming up for Jackson Wilson.
Why would you not go for it with 22 seconds?
Go down and ask Coach Floyd, because I don't know.
55-yard field goal. Just.
Here comes the punt coming up by Wilson with 22.1 to go. They'll snap it. He will punt it high. Boy, he is booming those things high. Let's see where this one rolls. There gets a backward kick this time, and it'll be down at the 14-yard line. So a punt from the 38 to the 14, 24-yard punt, and that will nearly wrap up the half. 12 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here. We're going to go to the break. Southland Finance halftime break. Our trivia question coming up as well when we go to the halftime break. So at the 13-yard line, the Hawks will take over 1st and 10, trailing at 7-0 to the Bears here in the first half. On homecoming night, very special night with the introduction of the artificial turf here to the fans. We got a huge home side. Is packed. The Hawks are ready to go again. They have, if it will take them one timeout remaining, the Bears have one. Didn't get to use it because of the penalties. Really killer penalties there. And they've gone into an event formation. They'll take the snap, hand the ball to the referee, and they'll let the clock run out, and it would become to halftime. So as the clock ticks down at 4, 3, 2, 1, it is now halftime here at Bear Stadium on dedication night for the new turf, and homecoming festivities come out for the lovely ladies here. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back to the Southland Finance halftime show as the band gets ready to perform for the homecoming festivities. Coach Earl will be taking the mic, and we'll be back in just 2 minutes. More live coach here on the Buzz 101.3, where games are supplied to you by Wholesale Supply.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Yep, you got it. 2 minutes.
What a treat to look out on the field and see the Bradley Central High School marching band. We haven't been able to enjoy that for quite a while with the pandemic. So, what a treat tonight to have them out there under the direction of Andrew Coggins.
Back here at Bear Stadium, a different look to homecoming this year as we join our Southland Finance halftime show. But first, our trivia question for Pizza Hut. The first caller to 476-0076. You know the number, folks. You got it on speed dial. The first caller to call, talk to Connor, and tell him the correct answer will win a free pizza from Pizza Hut, a large pizza of your choice. What was the very first season the Bears played here at Jimmy Level Field at the new location? And I didn't tell Connor the answer to that, but I will have to tell him on the next break. But let's take another quick break so I can tell Connor what the correct answer is before you call, folks. 476-0076. We'll be back in just 30 seconds. here at Bear Stadium. We're going to the South Kadance halftime show. If you're the first caller, 476-0076. The question is, what was the first year that we played a game here at Bear Stadium at the new location on Southie Highway? When you moved from North Ocoee Street, what was that year? Call Connor. He'll let you know if you've won it. He'll record your name. You can go by the station during normal business hours and pick up your certificate. Take the Pizza Hut and have a pizza of your choice. And think about us when you enjoy that. Different look and different feel to homecoming night. No longer are automobiles allowed on the turf because it would destroy. It'd leave impressions. It wouldn't hurt it, but leave impressions wherever the weight of the cars at. So they're going to come in golf carts tonight. So we've got 4 young ladies going to be candidates to be crowned the homecoming queen. We'll also introduce her court, the freshmen, sophomore, and juniors. That Coach Rowan, whenever he's given a signal, we'll join him in his. And here we go. Let's turn the mic up.
And welcome to Bradley Central High School.
Here's your halftime homecoming festivities on the bus for 2021.
Please direct your attention to the north end of the field as our 2021 homecoming representatives make their way onto the field. Tonight, our senior representatives are riding in golf carts provided by Watson Automotive. In the first cart, we have our first homecoming candidate from the 12th grade, Miss Morgan Cartwright. Morgan is being driven by her father, Mr. Brian Cartwright.
Morgan Cartwright is also a Bear basketball
The next cart,
player.
we have our second homecoming candidate from the 12th grade, Miss Callie Elrod. Callie is being driven by her brother, Mr. Jared Elrod.
Jared Elrod, a former Bear basketball player, and her father is a Bear tennis coach, and Barrett tennis coach. Jared is at UT. Nearly made a perfect score in his ACT score here at Bradley Central when he was a senior.
The next cart, we have our third homecoming candidate from the 12th grade, Miss Abby Walker.
Well-known senior Abby Walker. Who
Abby is being driven by her father, Mr. Bart Walker.
Abby's sister Diana Walker, who's at Tennessee Tech. Brother Alex is backup quarterback for the Bears. Very popular girl here at Bradley Central, Abby Walker.
And finally, in the last cart, we have our fourth homecoming candidate from the 12th grade, Miss Carsey Weber.
Carsey Weber, another senior.
Carsey is being driven by her father, Mr. Jamie Weber.
And a Bearette basketball player, deadly shooter. So there's your 4 candidates, the seniors. One of those will be crowned homecoming queen tonight. Not a bad choice, whichever way you go there. Of course, they will have the introduction now. The freshman, sophomore, and junior class queen in her court, they call it. As we're in golf carts, you're not allowed,
ladies and gentlemen,
to have automobiles any longer on the field with the turf.
Stadium, some very special alumni. These ladies are all former homecoming queens of Bradley Central High School.
We've got about 6 of those out there.
From the class of 1985, Ms. Laura Cartwright Triplett. From the class of 2001, Miss Heather Westfield James.
These ladies still look like queens.
From the class of 2004, Miss Jennifer Woodell Moore.
Jennifer, of course, a math teacher here at Bradley and also the cheerleader coach for football.
From the class of 2006, Mrs. Jackie Pickle Davis.
Very famous basketball player here with Bears, nominated for Miss Basketball.
From the class of 2017, Miss Sydney Morgan.
Sydney Morgan, who's a nurse now.
From the class of 2019, Miss Maylee Weber.
Maylee Weber just 2 years ago.
And from the class of 2020,
last year's queen,
Miss Hannah Deal.
Hannah Deal.
Will you please give all 6 of these alumni a special round of applause? Welcome home, ladies. Incidentally, Ms. Moore is always home. She is our current cheerleader sponsor.
Jennifer Moore, a very popular teacher here, very good math teacher. And here come the court's going to be introduced
and
now,
now if you will direct your attention to the 50-yard line.
Freshman.
The first freshman representative is Miss Avery Brewer. Avery is the daughter of
was on the Lake Forest Middle State Champions basketball player.
Keith. Jake is the son of Scott and Ashley Keith. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Avery Brewer. Our next freshman class representative is Miss Gracie Sermons. Gracie is the daughter of Kristen and Ashley Sermons. Gracie is escorted tonight by Jackson Presley. Jackson is the son of Stephen and Cassie Presley. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Gracie Sermons. The first representative for the sophomore class is Miss Abigail Bennett. Abigail is the daughter of Perry and Sheila Bennett. Abigail is escorted tonight by Tanner Curtis. Tanner is the son of Alan and Jessica Curtis. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Abigail Bennett. Miss Kimsey Turner is our second sophomore representative. Kimsey is the daughter of Brad and Catherine Turner. Kimsey is escorted tonight by Braxton Arthur. Braxton is the son of Brent and Karen Arthur. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kimsey Turner. Next, the representatives from the junior class. The first representative for the junior class is Miss Briley Clements. Briley is the daughter of Lisa and Jerry Clements. Briley is escorted tonight by Wade Brooks. Wade is the son of Megan Jester and Pete Brooks. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Briley Clements. Miss Haley Curtis is the second junior representative. Haley is the daughter of Alan and Jessica Curtis. Haley is escorted tonight by Luke Belcher. Luke is the son of John Anna and Brent Belcher. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Haley Curtis. And finally, we present our homecoming queen candidates for the senior class. Miss Morgan Elizabeth Cartwright is the first representative for the senior class. Morgan is the daughter of Brian and Casey Cartwright. Morgan is a 4-year member of the Barrett basketball team, senior calendar representative, Valentine Court representative, and Bear Scholar. She is a member of BC Nation Spirit Club, Student Council, Beta Club, Bachelorette, HOSA, and National Honor Society. Morgan enjoys being outside, riding through the mountains, hunting, hanging out with family and friends, youth group activities, and supporting the Bears. After graduation, Morgan plans on attending South College in Knoxville to become an ultrasound technician. Morgan is escorted tonight by her father, Brian Cartwright. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Morgan Cartwright. Our second representative for the senior class is Miss Callie Reese Elrod. Callie is the daughter of Franklin and Angie Elrod. Callie has played 4 years on the Barrett volleyball team, 2 years on the tennis team, a senior calendar representative, class beauty, and Bear Scholar. She is a member of National Honor Society, Leak Crew, BC Nation Spirit Club, Hosa, and bachelorettes. Callie enjoys spending time with family and friends, attending school sporting events, outdoor activities with her friends, and attending church on Sundays. After graduation, Callie plans to attend college and earn a 4-year bachelor's degree in nursing. Callie's father, Franklin Elrod, could not be with us tonight, so Callie is escorted tonight by her brother, Mr. Jared Elrod. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Callie Elrod. Our next representative from the senior class is Miss Abby Grace Walker. Abby is the daughter of Bart and Julie Walker. Abby is a varsity basketball cheerleader, senior calendar representative, and Bear Scholar. She's a member of the Diamond Dolls, Bachelorettes, Kimba Club, DECA, Student Council, Beta Club, Interact Club, and FCA. Abby enjoys shopping, traveling, going to the beach, golfing, spending time with her friends and family, and volunteering in the youth group. After graduation, Abby plans to attend the University of Tennessee at Knoxville to study journalism and communications. Abby is escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Bart Walker. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Abby Walker. Our final representative from the senior class is Miss Carsey Ray Weber. Carsey is the daughter of Jamie and Buffy Weber. Carsey has been a 4-year Bearette basketball team member, 2 years on the volleyball team, senior calendar representative, and Bear Scholar. She is a member of Beta Club, Student Council, HOSA, and BC Nation Spirit Club. Carsey loves spending outdoors with friends and family, attending school sporting events, going to the beach, and traveling. After graduation, Carsey plans to go to college to earn her 4-year bachelor's degree in nursing. Carsey is escorted tonight by her father, Mr. Jamie Weber. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Carsey Weber. Now coming to the field is Bradley Central High School principal, Mr. Patrick Spangler. The flower girl tonight is Caroline Presswood. Caroline is the daughter of Nathan and Melissa Presswood. Melissa is the Gear Up Grant College counselor here at Bradley Central High School. Caroline is in Ms. Taylor Fugit's kindergarten class at Michigan Avenue Elementary School. Caroline loves to draw, paint, read, and play. When she grows up, she wants to be an artist. Our crown bearer is Cutler Frazier. Cutler is the son of Justin and Katie Frazier. Katie is a science teacher here at Bradley Central. Cutler is in Mrs. Funk's first grade class at North Lee Elementary. He loves playing baseball, flag football, and watching Dude Perfect. When he grows up, he wants to be a Braves baseball player. Mr. Spangler is escorting Miss Alana Gregory, Homecoming Queen 2020, who will assist in the crowning of our new queen. Alana is the daughter of Kim Bryant and Victor Gregory. Alana is currently studying nursing at Lee University. And now, without further ado, the 2021 Bradley Central High School Homecoming Queen is Miss Morgan Cartwright.
Well, there you have it, Morgan Cartwright. Beautiful young lady with red hair. and extremely well liked here at Bradley Central. Sweetest girl you've ever met. Morgan Cartwright, the 2021.
And now coming to the field is Mr.
queen.
Tyson.
We'll take a break here on the Buzz 101.3, where Game Supply hosts us Supply Group during our Southland Finance halftime show. We have had a good time here tonight. We're going to have even more fun later on. We'll take a break. Back in 2 minutes with more live coverage on the Buzz.
Special thanks to Watson Automotive for allowing us to use their golf carts. Thanks, Watson Automotive. We also want to thank Mr. Coggin as well as the Bradley Central Band for our music tonight. We would also like to thank Perry's Pebbles for the field decoration. We'd also like to thank our BCHS administration, school counselors, along with student council, and a very special thanks to Ms. Carrie Ivester, the sponsor of student council, for coordinating the special halftime festivities. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2021 BCHS homecoming queen, Ms. Morgan Cartwright. Congratulations.
Back here on our Southland Finance halftime show on the Buzz 101.3, you just heard the crowning of the homecoming queen and the announcement of Morgan Cartwright, who has now taken her ride around the field in a golf cart. As we mentioned, you cannot have automobiles, vehicles of any kind on this field anymore. Same thing we had at Walker Valley up there at their games. And by the way, our winner of the trivia question, the question was, what year did we first play here at Bear Stadium? And that was 1972. 1972, and the first correct caller, Christine Reynolds. Congratulations, Christine Reynolds. You've just won yourself a large pizza, and I'd love to share it with you right now. But go by the station and get your certificate anytime the station's open, 8 to 5. And take that certificate down there to Pizza Hut, and you get a pizza, large pizza of your choice. Congratulations, Christine Reynolds, knowing the answer was 1972. For the first year we played football here at Jimmy Level Field at Bear Stadium on South Lee Highway. And they're going to put a couple minutes back on the scoreboard for the teams to loosen up since the homecoming festivities take so long. And we'll take another quick break here. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll be back with the kickoff of the third quarter here on the Buzz 101.3 as we wrap up our Southland Finance halftime show.
Tzatziki's, Old Fort Restaurant, Campbell Insulation, Pediatric Dentistry, and Orthodontics of Chattanooga. We'd also like to thank our premier sponsors for their support of our athletic programs. And once again, there are McDonald's, Genzo, Lee University, Bank of Cleveland, Center for Sports Medicine, and First Baptist Church in Cleveland. Also, thank you once again to the Center for Sports Medicine for their continued support of our school and our athletic programs by providing our athletic trainer and our team doctor for Bradley Central High School Athletics. And those folks are Julie Savage and Dr. Jason Spangler, respectively. So it takes all of those sponsors to make the wheels go round here, and we appreciate each and every one of them.
Back here at Bradley Center, get ready for the third quarter kickoff. The Bears will be kicking off as they deferred, or the Hawks won the toss and deferred the second half. The Bears lead 7-0 here, and just 7-0. Earl, we've talked about this on the air and off the air. The Bears have been flat offensively. They've had some penalties that broke our back a couple of times. We've had a couple of one turnover on the tip pass. And Hardin Valley have killed themselves with penalties, though.
They have. They've had several penalties. Their penalties have been shorter, but the Bears have had 3 major penalties, 40 yards in penalties in the first half. Also, they fumbled the ball twice, which is stymied drives. They've had several losses, bad snaps, fumbles. We just haven't been sharp, and that is a mental thing. They just are a little flat tonight, and it could be expected after 3 straight weeks of some of your biggest rivalries.
And here we go with the kickoff. Will be taken at the 20-yard line. Trying to go up the sideline, 25 and out of bounds quickly will be carried by Ryan Nickel, and he's tackled immediately by Alan Mullis for the Bears. So 1st and 10 for the Hawks at their 30 with the Bears up 7-0 as we get ready for the third quarter play here, 11:55 to go, very early in the period here. Bears are off next week. Take the week off and enjoy Friday night to do whatever we prefer to do. Maybe go to a football game, who knows. And then we'll be back here again 2 weeks from tonight with Bearden in another big game. Also, tonight on Elder's Ace Hardware scoreboard is Cleveland trailing at the half, 22-21. Cleveland trails, 22-14, correction. Cleveland down 22-14 at the half. And as Bearden scored at the very last play, I believe, of the half to take the lead at Raider Field. Walker Valley game is not, well, I guess it's underway now. They're in Central Time Zone now. Here's a handoff from Stanford to Nichols, and he has a face mask. They got it.
Yep, they got it.
We all saw that. That's going to be a 15-yarder.
There's a helmet on the turf, too.
That's a 15-yarder there. Nichols was tackled. And if they pull your helmet off, I think you're allowed to stay in the game. I don't know if they can or not.
Yeah, I think he's staying. So there's your rule. No, he's going out.
Yep. I thought if it was yanked off by in the college it is. If it's yanked off by the other team, I think you can stay. But he'll have to set out one play. Here comes a 15-yard mark off against the Bears from the 31. It'll be a first down up to the Hawk 46. A major penalty there. And Walker Valley, well, going to move to 46. Hardin Valley didn't have any long penalties, but the one that killed him was that 73-yard run that was offset.
Yeah, that really
put them within scoring.
It's like
position.
a 73-yard penalty.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're right. So it's 1st and 10 for the Hawks now. It's their 46, trailing at 7-0 here with 11:40 going to third quarter play on the buzz. Where games supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. They've spread them out between right side. Bad snap, and he's going to be chased, and he can be sacked. No, he gets free. Gets free, going to throw it out, and the flat's going to be incomplete. And, boy, he was under tremendous pressure that time by, I believe, Goree, maybe. No. It was Isaiah Arnold. No, I can make correction. Number 6, Rodney Williams. I'll get it right here in a minute. Going to be second down and 10 to go. Boy, he would have lost about 20 yards. He was way back down near the 30. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line after the incomplete pass. Very nice, by the way. Congratulations on the ceremony at halftime. It went smooth and lovely young ladies as always.
I'm telling you, Carrie Ivester has this homecoming organized to a T. She deserves all the credit in the world. Patrick will tell you that. Everybody will tell you. She does a lot of preliminary work.
And there's a flag on the play before the play starts. That's going to be on. It could be time. Hardin Valley calls time. They were in the middle of the play. So they call time. That'll be their first of the half. And for Tzatziki's, we'll take a timeout with them. A 1-minute break here on the buzz at 11:24 to go. 7-0 Bears in the third quarter. Back in 60 seconds.
Timeout, of course, gives us an opportunity to thank our premier game sponsors, McDonald's, Denso Corporation, Bank of Cleveland, Center for Sports Medicine, First Baptist Church of Cleveland, and Lee University. I gotta say that slow every time in my brain. I want to say Lee College, since that's what it was when I wandered through the halls. Well, here we go. See what the Hawks dial up on 2nd and 10 after the timeout. Smith and dodges a couple of would-be tacklers all the way down to the 28-yard line of the Bears.
Well, I see why Hardin Valley called it timeout. Set up a trick play on end around on the reverse. With quarterback rolled right, pitched to a wide out coming left, and he picked it all the way from the 46 to the 28-yard line. So that is a 26-yard pickup for a first and 10 at the Bear 28 now. The snap, the handoff to Nickel in the middle. He's going to have short yardage down about the 26 or so. Brian Nichols to the 27, giving maybe a yard. Second and 9. It'll be second down and 9 to go. 7-0 Bears here in the third quarter play. Morgan Cartwright, again, if you joined us late, was named the homecoming queen. Boy, that was, you had 4 girls out. I know all 4 of those girls, any of them.
Tough competition, isn't it?
I'm telling you what. I don't know how you decide, but the students vote on that.
Yeah, it's a vote.
Yeah.
Yep.
But those are all 4 very well-liked girls. Here we go, second down and 9 for the Hawks. Out of the shotgun, of course. They'll shift the H-back over, right to left. Hand off to Nichols in the middle. He will hit the interior of the line for a gain to the 25, a couple of yards. It'll be third down and about 7 to go, still a 2-yard gain. As Nichols, Josh Helsen looks like he was leading the hit parade for the Bears on defense. 7-0 Bears, 9:52. And while they've not scored, they've eaten a lot of time on the clock with their trying to grind it out. And the Bears had a 14-play drive for their only score tonight back in the first half, second quarter. Back goes quarterback, looking to throw, still looking, being chased, and he's going to have to throw it away. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to be fourth down. That time, Jace Rayner, quarterback Caleb Smith running for his life. Rather than take a sack, he got rid of the ball. It's going to be fourth down. They're going to go for it here at the Bear 25. Why not? Back to Bear 28. So they'll set it up 4th and 9 to go.
4th down and 7.
Actually, right at 4th and 7.
Why is it the 28?
They've moved it.
Okay.
Referees, now they got it right. Line of scrimmage was 25 off the last play, and they realized that. Set it back up. 4th and 7 from the 25.
Yeah. That's what they did. They put it where the first down marker was. And then they realized, hey, whoops.
Big play for the Bears defense and the Hawk offense. Smith ready. Puts a man in motion right to left. Let's see if they go for it this time. They fake to him. He's back to pass. He's going to be rushed over the middle. Incomplete. The Bears will take over on downs. Hawks wanting a penalty of some kind, but no flags on the field. The Bears will take over after the defense holds. And the Bears will have first down 10 at their 25 to begin their first initial drive of the second half. So the Hawks burned nearly 3 minutes off the clock. I don't know why the clock is running. It's an incomplete pass. Why is the clock running, guys? Somebody's asleep at the wheel. Timekeeper. Still haven't stopped it. We're going to burn about 30 seconds for no reason. They're not keeping time in the press box this week for some reason. They're on the field, and obviously he needs some help from the press box. The snap to McCleary. He'll hand it to Wilson. He'll hit the middle, and he'll have 1, 2, 3 yards maybe, out to the 35 yards. Second down and 5, 6 yards. Falls across 30 to the 31. It'll be second down and 4 to go.
And a gain of 6 yards out to the 31.
Yep.
Second and
4 from the Bear 31 with 8:36 to go in the period. Bears with trips left side. Single man wide right. Wilson with McCleary in the backfield. The snap. We'll go to Wilson again. He'll have a yard, maybe 2. To the 33. It's going to be third down. And short, a couple of yards shy. It's going to be third down, about 2 to go. Bears really need to get a drive here. The defense was on the field a long time in that first drive of the Hawks in the third. So 3rd and 2. Let's see if they'll power it through if they can again. This offensive line should be able to move some guys out of the way, get 2 yards. McCleary, set. Hands it to Wilson. He'll hit the middle, and he will get the first down out across the 35 to about the 36. Maybe we'll be enough for a first down, I believe, from our angle. And, yep, first and 10 for the Bears. And Cleveland Ford, they move the chains to the initial first down of the third period. How many first downs we have that first half?
12 first half. That's 13 there.
Okay. It's quite a few first downs.
They only had 1.
Wow. And we only had 7 points left off those 13.
That's
12 first
not
downs
much production there.
No. Back and forth. But we've got a lot more yardage. But we only got 7 more points. 7-0 Bears. McCleary back looking at pass time. Out in the flat's going to be intercepted. At the 50, the 45, the 40, and it'll be a tackle right there at the 42 or so, and that's going to be number 3, Ethan Blaylock. Blaylock on the interception. That ball was, I guess it was underthrown. He had a receiver behind him. It's going to be a turnover to the second of the night for the Bears, second interception of the night. And with 7:21 to go in the third quarter play, the Hawks will take over in Bear territory at the 43-yard line. So, we'll see what the Hawks have in mind again. The Bears, 3 and out. Let's see, ran 3. That was the 4th play of the half. 3 plays for the first down, then the 4th play was a turnover. Bear defense will be getting tired out there on the field so much.
Well, the Bears have had to rely on their defense, and they've held things in check, but hey, they need some rest.
Smith rolling out right to pass, looking, and throwing. It's going to be just thrown away. It's going to be second down. He is going to take a sack, but he dumped that ball off. And there's a flag on the play on where? At the 40 yard? Yeah, there's a flag 38. That may be holding. Here comes the initial call.
That flag down on the play. Smith.
Here comes the call. It's going to be
from Anderson. Incomplete.
And Nelson run man downfield. You can only have so many men go after the pass, and someone's across the line of scrimmage. And that's the call. That's a huge mark off of 10 yards. Back to the Hawk 47. So it's going to be second down or first down. Repeat first, about 20 to go. Hawks have been their own worst enemy tonight in some cases. First down and 20 to go for the Hawks at their 47 now.
For the first down.
It's actually a 15-yard mark off because it was marked off from inside the down markers from the 37.
20 yards to go.
Or they mark it from scrimmage. Hawks sit, man in motion to the right side. They'll throw out there in the flat to him, and he's going to be corralled, and he's going to reverse field. He's going to try to find a hole, and he's going to have some yardage out near midfield, short of midfield, about the 50. Before he is hit hard and brought down by the Bears, knocked Tito Williams, and give him a gain out to the 49, where it's going to be second down and about 18 to go. 49. So a short gain. He was hemmed in over there and had good sense to reverse and try to outrun some coach, but couldn't escape Tito Williams. Second and long for the Hawks at 6:33 to go in the clock running here in the third period. The Bears up 7-0 over Hardin Valley Academy. They're not called a school, they're an academy. Opened in 2008. The snap. Caleb Smith back, looking, rushing, rolling out. Trying to get rid of it. He's going to throw it long down the field. Way overthrown. It's going to be third down. He is under severe pressures. The Bears have changed up their defense somewhat. They're really getting after him.
Wide open territory. Could not get it to him.
He had a man open, but he overthrew him because the Bears had a defender right there stride for stride. And for the Bears, that was Mason Gorey, the freshman. He's turned into a very special defensive back. So on third down at 18 at their 49. Hawks have had one first down, Earl says.
That's correct.
The first half for the game. Bears have 13 under the belts. Trips right side. Man in motion to the right side. Smith back, looking. Throws it out in the flat. It's going to be complete and hit and drop for a huge loss. And boy, the Bears, and there's a flag. That's going to be 15 on the Bears. Personal foul coming up, I believe. Horse collar or a face mask, and there's on the Bears.
And it's another face mask call.
Another face mask from the 41, and that'll be a personal foul automatic, I believe. Goodness gracious. Personal foul face mask on the Bears. Penalty at the 42. They moved the ball up 15 yards. Put the ball in their territory to 44. It's not an automatic. It's going to be third. It's still long. Still third and 11 to go. Not an automatic.
11 yards to go for the first. Is 1 yard shy of where the Hawks started.
Third and 11. 6:04 in the period. A lot better for the Hawks, where they had lost about 10 or 15 yards on that sack. It would have been a sack. Mark that off. Smith, a low snap. He lost the ball. He's going to have to run and scramble for it. He does. Picks it up. He's going to run it now. He's going to have some yards. He's going to have 5, and he's going to be hemmed in. But, boy, he's really close to the first. May have it. He may have it from the 44 down to the 34. I believe he's got the first down. I believe he's got it. On a busted play. Nope, it's going to be shy, maybe. Where's he going to mark him at?
Maybe close enough.
Let's see. He's going to look it over closely.
He's about a half a yard short.
Fourth and about half a yard to go.
Yeah, fourth and very short.
On a busted play, that ball was on the ground. He had to pick it up, and I thought he might dive on it. But it's going to be fourth and short at the Bear 33 with 5:38 clock running here in the third. He likes less than a yard. Let's see if he goes under center. They will go under center. He's going to try to bullet through there. Smith under center. Oh, they jumped, and nobody saw it.
He's got the first.
He's got it. The guard jumped on the left side, and nobody saw that, except me, I guess. It's going to be a first down for the Hawks at the Bear 31. Give him 2 yards. Caden Smith on the 2-yard pickup for the first down.
At the 31.
Their second of the game at 5:12 to go here in the third quarter play. 7-0 Bears. Cleveland losing at the half, 22-14. Their game at Raiderfield. Farragut 22-14. And Bearden getting slammed by Maryville 35-0 at halftime there. Maryville 35, Bearden nothing at the half. 21-14. Okay, 21-14 correction on the score.
Who's leading Farragut?
Farragut. The snap, handoff to Nichols in the middle. Boy, he is hit by 3 guys immediately. He will actually, he might make the line of scrimmage.
He might have lost a little.
Going to be second down.
They're going to give him the line of scrimmage.
Yep, second down and 10 to go at the Bear 31. Hardin Valley content to eat up some clock, keep the game close, as you will do when you're the underdog. And right now with Nichols in the backfield with Caleb Smith, the quarterback. Let's see what grade he is in just a second. Give you a chance. They'll snap. It's low again. He's back to pass. He just gets it up, and it's complete. Down the 20 to 15 to the 10 to the 5, and brought down in Bear territory at the 5-yard line for a first and 10. First and goal coming up as Caleb Smith, the junior.
Couple of juke moves by Zach, and he takes it down to
good
the
move, good
5-yard
pass
line.
play, good call. So it's going to be first and goal at the Bear 5. Out of the shotgun again. Smith, the handoff to Nickel. He's hit, he's lost yardage back to the 10-yard line. Big play. Well, he's back. That's going to be Brady Holgroff on the tackle. Not Nichols this time.
This one looks like a house key turned in.
He will lose back to the, what are we at, the 8 or 9? I can't see.
That's going to be the 9-yard line.
First and goal now from the 9 for the Hawks. Need a big penalty here or something. Need a turnover, a pick 6 or something. Twins left side. Holgraff stays in there with Caleb Smith. Man in motion left to right. Smith back, rolling right, looking toward the end zone, still looking, going to take it and just throw it away, and it's incomplete, close to being intercepted. It's going to be third down. Third and goal from the 9.
He threw it right into the hands of the Bear defender, but not in the field of play.
Third and 9. Yeah, the Bears cocked it out of bounds over there.
So no harm, no foul there for the Hawks, and it is third down and goal to go.
Big play right here. Well, they got 2 downs to get it.
It's going to be interesting to see if they would go for fourth and long, or kick a field goal.
I'd
get
say,
some points.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know what they're thinking might be.
Got a good point, Earl.
Third quarter.
Get on the scoreboard, you know. Then a score would put you ahead. But anyway, here we go on third and 9 with 3:06 to go. Clock stopped the interception. With the incompletion. The snap, Caleb rolling left this time. Under pressure again, retreating. Goes out here. It's going to be incomplete. Should have got a holding call.
Yeah.
Didn't get it. It's going to be 4th and 9, though.
Well, now we've got this situation. Let's see how the coaches play it.
And there's do we have a flag? What are we looking at? Referees may have a flag over here at the 10-yard line.
Sometimes it's tough to see the flag on the field. The referee's starting it over. I can't see the line.
No, he's marking the 9-yard line, I think.
There's a flag right there.
Yeah, there's a flag.
Just dropped it. Oh, that's intentional grounding. I think that's a loss of down.
Intentional grounding is the call.
They won't get to replay third. Quarterback saying, I had a guy out there, but he had nobody near the ball except 2 Bears.
So that will bring up 4th down.
So it's 4th and goal now from the 20. Where are they going to put it down? Wow, they keep walking. All the way to the 28-yard line. 4th and goal now from the 28-yard line. Again, Hardin Valley has killed themselves with another major penalty at crucial time. And they're going to keep the offense on the field. The field goal, if they try to field goal, will be a 45-yarder, 45-yarder.
Yeah, that makes it extremely difficult now for a high school kicker for a field goal.
They're going to go for it on 4th down and 28 from the 29. 4th and goal from the 28.
But you're right, they've kicked themselves in the butt so many times on penalties, stupid penalties.
Yep. So here we go, the snap to Smith, the load, he drops it, he's going to pick it up, and he's going to run, and he's going to be, what we got, flag stop play. Oh, he was down, so the bad snap again, another one of those dumb plays, really. The Bears will take over as the defense holds, and thanks to a couple of penalties, Bears take over their 34-yard line. Let's take a quick break, a 30-second timeout on the Buzz 101.3, back in just 1/2 minute. Terry out in the flat, a little too low. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Bears from their 33-yard line here at 2:52 now in the 3rd quarter play, with the Bears up 7-0, a slim lead. They turned away a great effort that time by the Hawks, but the Hawks shot themselves in the foot with a couple more penalties. The snap, Wilson on the carry. He'll go to the left side. He nearly worked it all the way, but he'll have 5-10 out across to the 40 to 45. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Bears and Cleveland Ford. Thanks to the hard running of Jackson Wilson, who will pick up
11 yards.
11 yards. He's been held in check tonight, most of the night. He's getting off smaller chunks of yards. Hasn't broken a long one yet, but that one's one step away from taking it to the house. Just got tripped up by the ankles there. Bears twins to the right side. They'll go to Mullis. He's got 5. He's got the first. He may go. I believe it's a flag.
Oh, my
good play, bring him back. He's inside the 10.
He got inside the 10. He was tackled, Gary, down at the 8-yard line.
Flag on the play. It's going to be holding on the Bears. I can almost guarantee it. Flag back to the 40-yard line.
Boy, it doesn't wipe out a 73-yarder on us, but and I think Mullis is still down. Oh, my goodness.
Yep, he is
Put
down.
The glasses on. That is not good.
He got cramps. Yeah, they're trying to stretch him out. He's got cramps. So a reminder about Rick's Plumbing Service. They've been in business since for 35 years, going back to last century. And they've been family owned since that time. Call Jason or Josh at Rick's Plumbing at 595-6143. And we've got a timeout on the field. Let's take one with them here on the Buzz 101.3 with 2:18 to go in the 3rd. 7-0 Bears, and the injury timeout on the field. Back in 1 minute.
Drone Kings. They are able to take care of you when it comes to real estate. If you need some drone-like pictures for that, or advertising for weddings. My daughter got married here just a couple of months ago. We used the drone, site maps. So check them out. www.DroneKingsTN, Drone Kings Tennessee, DroneKingsTN.com. Cleveland and Farragut knotted up at 21 apiece. Midway through the 3rd, halftime, Cleveland was trailing 21-14. So it was a holding call against the Bears that
as a help Simon Mullis off the field. He's not putting any weight on the right. I hope it's just a cramp. They were stretching him out as a cramp. I hope that's all it is, but he will not put any weight on that right foot. We're having to wait to get him off the field as he had come all the way across the field. He's going to hobble off now on 1 foot. And the Bears, on a first down and 25 after the penalty, wiped out a huge gain for Mullis on the running play. He will sit out for a few plays, maybe get back in there tonight. Bears up 7-0, 2:18 in the third. 7-0 Bears on the Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. Here's a snap, hand off to Wilson this time. He'll hit the middle. He's going to have 5. He's going to have 10. He's going to be up across the 35.
Thank you.
To the 40. And it's going to be Wilson on a gain of 10 yards maybe. Going to be second down and 15 to go at the Bear 40-yard line. Eat off 10 of those yards. Man in motion, J. Allen Terry. Hand off this time to Wilson. He'll go forward for a few yards. It's going to be third and long, though, close to 10. Out across the 45 to the 46. Picks up 5 yards. Going to be third and 9. Third and 9. Big drive of the Bears. They need to get out here and keep the offense on the field, let their defense rest, move those chains. Somebody just handed me a hot dog, Earl. Is that you?
Yes. Joe ordered some special delivery.
DoorDash. Pressbox Dash. Pressbox Dash tonight, folks. We've started a new trend here. Third down 9 for the Bears. Wilson, McClary in the backfield. Trips right side for the Bears. Looking to the sideline. Looks like it might be changing play. McClary takes a snap. He's back to pass, rolling right. Under pressure, going to roll out and going to throw it. He's going to have to throw it. Somebody does. It's going to be incomplete. Knocked away. It's going to be fourth down. Nice defensive play that time by Zach Passafume. Going to be fourth and long for the Bears. They'll have to punt it away. So the Bear offense cannot get anything going here in the third quarter play. They've had one first down. 53 seconds to go in the period. 7-0 Bears on our Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. Cleveland has clinched a tie right now with Bearden, 21-21, or Farragut, 21-21 with Farragut at Raider Field. Bearden was getting beat 35-0 at halftime by Maryville at home at Bearden. We'll have Bearden our next game. We're off next week. Bearden will be here the following week for another region matchup. Bears really struggling offensively tonight. We've had 2 turnovers. It's a fake. It's a fake. And it's going to be complete for first down. A fake Jackson Wilson. A complete pass, and he's down to the 35. Yep. And what else can Wilson do?
Oh, that's number 2.
Jackson Wilson threw the pass.
That's Knox. Yeah, Wilson to Knox
Watson. Jackson Wilson, the punter, says, I can throw that ball, and he completes a pass down to the 34-yard line from the 46. So 16, a 20-yard pickup, and a Bear and Cleveland Ford. First down and 10 to go at the Hawk 34. That called everybody napping.
Well, including us.
Beautiful pass. He was hoping, too. Knox Watson, a great defender, and he says, I can catch the ball. He's also a running back. He ran the ball during the Jamboree this year. Hand off this time, Wilson. He'll go to the left side. He's going to have 5. He's going to have close to 10. He's going to have 10. He's going to have 15. He's still going down to the 20 and on to the 15, 16-yard line. From the 34, it's going to be a 17-yard pickup, I believe. Where are they going to mark him down? At the 16-yard line. Boy, he hit about 10 yards shy, and he just kept pointing on.
17-yard run.
And first and 10 for the Bears, and Cleveland forward to the 17, where it's first 10. The Bears need to push this one in here. McClary to Wilson. He'll go left side this time. He's going to have 5. He's going to have 6, 7, 8. Down across the 15 to near the 10-yard line for a gain of about 7. Going to be second down and 3 to go. Woodson on the tackle for the Hawks. And that'll end the third quarter play. And after 3 complete, the Bears 7, but they're threatening. And the Hawks nothing. Back in 1 minute on the buzz, 101.3 with period number 4 in a close night reaching contest on homecoming night. Back in 60 seconds.
Construction, Suzuki's, Old Ford Restaurant, Campbell Installation, Pediatric Dentistry, and Orthodontics of Chattanooga. Also, thank you to our premier sponsors for their support of our athletic program, McDonald's, Mentos, Lee University, Bank of Cleveland, Center for Sports Medicine, and First Baptist Church of Cleveland. We also, once again, we never want to fall short thanking Center for Sports Medicine, as they just did in the side of the so thank you for providing our athletic program
At the clock, guys. Let's get ready for fourth quarter play.
They're saying put 12 on the clock.
Trying to get 12 minutes put on the clock. Ain't got time to eat, Brent. Scorekeeper's over here eating. Okay, we'll get it right here in a minute, folks. There we go.
There we go.
On the scoreboard, and the Bears are set to go on second down and 3 to go at the 10-yard line. Deep in Hawk territory. The Bears up 7-0 here. It starts fourth quarter play. McCleary in a shotgun with Wilson to his left. Single man out wide right. They'll hand it to Wilson. He'll hit the hole. He's going to have 5. He's going to have a touchdown. Bradley Central. 7th rushing touchdown of the year for Jackson Wilson from 10 yards out. That'll push the lead up to a more comfortable 13-0 with a PAT coming up from Earl Rojas. So at 11:54 to go in the game. Bears now a 13-0 lead as they're finally trying to get untracked offensively here. Earl Rojas to kick out of the hold of Taylor Dugan. Here's the snap, the place down, that kick is up, it is high, it is perfect. Time out on the field, 14-0 Bears at 11:54 to go after the Tennessee Urology touchdown. Back in 30 seconds with the kickoff.
And the Bears, they extend their lead to 14.
Well, our Kia of Cleveland sponsor here tonight. We appreciate them. But our Tennessee Valley Urology touchdown shows the Bears up 14-0 now. If we can get the scorekeeper awake over there, I think he's taking a nap. And OJT, right, Brent? Got to give him a hard time because he gives us one, so we got to give him a hard time too.
And Gary, that was a 66-yard drive for the Bears. Finally, we take advantage. 8 plays, Jackson Wilson going the final 10, and Earl Rojas perfect again on his extra point. So now the Bears have a little bit of breathing room, and the way the defense is playing, you kind of feel good with a 14-point lead, but it's been a lackluster, dull offensive performance.
The key play of the night, a fake punt on fourth down.
That's
Jackson Wilson connected with Knox Watson. Kickoff taken to the 17 to the 20, trying to get wide right to the 25 to the 30, 35, breaks through the 40, 45, nearly to midfield. Special teams right there couldn't get him down, and he'll bring it all the way out to the 49, I believe, where they're going to put it. No, right midfield. Be a 1st and 10 for the Hawks at midfield. They trail
right at midfield.
14-0 Bears with 11:44 in the game. On our Ellis Ace Hardware School, we have our Jenkins Daily Postgame show coming up. Interview with Coach Floyd, and we'll pick the player of the game and try to get both those folks up here to the press box. We don't have a sideline reporter tonight. Mr. Shroyer is manning the Jumbotron, and you can see a live version of the game on the Jumbotron if you want to watch that. Boy, that thing looks sharp now. Had a great ceremony tonight. I hope you heard that pregame. Caleb Smith takes the handoff back to pass, trying to set up a screen. Almost intercepted that time by the Bears, by
Number 11.
That's Blake Johnson. That would have been a pick 6 for Blake, a senior who transferred here from Ottawa in the offseason. Had a chance to spend a lot of time with him this week. He's a smart young man. He knows what his life's going to be about. 2nd and 10 to go for the Hawks. Clock stopped, 11:40 to go. 14-0 Bears. Cleveland and Farragut locked at 21-all in the third quarter of their game at Cleveland High. Nothing yet on Walker Valley. They're in the Central Time Zone at Smith County tonight. They'll snap to Smith, hand off to Nichols in the middle. He's hit behind the line. He might, and there's a flag, maybe another one on the Bears at the point of the tackle. That may be 15 more on the Bears. Let's get the initial indication. Is face mask again on the Bears, third of the night. Third face mask of the night. Another 15-yarder coming up. Mark it off in the 49. It's going to be a 1st down and 10.
And it is.
Down inside Bear territory to the, just a 5-yarder. Incidental face mask, they call it.
Not as painful this time, just 5 yards.
To the 45-yard line, where it's going to be repeat of 2nd down. 2nd down and 5 coming up.
2nd down and 5.
They'll split 2 out to the right, single man left. Nichols stays in the backfield with Caleb Smith. who's a junior. Low snap again. He's back to pass, looking, throwing across the middle. Down the field. It's going to be overthrown. He's really having trouble connecting on the long pass. It's going to be incomplete, 3rd and 5. Hawks down 14-0. I don't know if it's time to gamble or not yet at that point in the game and that part of the field. And we've not talked about the new turf night, but boy, it's just great to see. Long time coming, but boy, we're glad to see her now. Great ceremony before the game. Hope you saw that either live here or streaming on 2 or 3 different ways tonight: Facebook, YouTube,
and Gary,
TV.
Excuse me, we haven't mentioned, but a great turnout.
Oh, yes.
You've been pushing it. Damon's been pushing it. The Bear Nation responded.
Pass out the flat, incomplete. It's going to be 4th and 5, so we'll see what the Hawks do. And I believe the punt team is coming in. Yep, here comes the punt team on 4th and 5 at the Bear 45. Let's see if they actually kick it away. The Bears faked a punt on their last one, and Jackson Wilson hit Knox Watson for a long gainer and a first down on the drive to score. Second touchdown. Taylor Dugan drops back to about his 15. Aragon back to punt again at his 41. He's booming some high punch tonight. Low snap. It's away. Going to be a low kick. It's going to hit and kick immediately out of bounds at the Bear 20. Well, we're going to move it up, keep moving up to the 25.
25.
So decent field position, like a kickoff. The Bears have it 1st and 10 there. Let's take a quick 30-second timeout here. A 30-second break here on the Buzz. 11:07 in the game. 14-0 Bears. Back in 1/2 minute. Bears set to go on 1st and 10 from their 25. It'll be a handoff to Jackson Wilson, who'll hit the middle and is hit immediately for no gain. Maybe a yard. Fell for a yard maybe. 2nd down and about 9 to go. Ball at the 26. Bears lead 14-0. Clock's running at 10:53. Simon Mullis come off severely limping, and I think he's still on the sidelines. Wilson's been the workhorse again tonight. He had 20-something carries, 25 carries last week. He's a young sophomore, leading rusher in all the Chattanooga area, covering about 30 schools with right at 700 yards after the first 4 games. The snap. Again, the handoff to Wilson going to the right side. He's going to have 5. He's going to have 10. He's away.
Hey, he might
30,
go.
35, 40. He's going to leave it behind. It's going to be a touchdown for the Bears and no flags. A 74-yard run. Jackson Wilson finally breaks one for the Bears.
All right. That's a long time coming in this game.
Boy, he can flat motivate, and he was leaving them behind.
Yeah, it didn't take him very long to get past the line of scrimmage. And in the first 10 yards, Gary, you just knew, hey, he's gone.
20-0 right now, the PAT pending off the toe of Earl Rojas. That was a 2-play, 75-yard drive in 2 plays. I can even add that up, Earl.
Yep, you're exactly right.
1-yard gain and a 74-yard run by Jackson Wilson. Here's a high snap that placed down by kick. Rojas is good again. Timeout on the field at 10:18 in the 4th. 21-0 Bears on our Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. We'll be back in 30 seconds with another Bear kickoff.
Clear 30 seconds.
Yeah, just 30.
The kick. It was almost like Wilson heard what I said about having some really great numbers, and then he's like, yeah? Well, watch this. 74 yards.
Back here at Bear Stadium after the Tennessee Valley Rawlsy touchdown for the Bears, pushed the lead now to 21-0 with 10:18 to go. So the Bears have 2 quick scores, and about a big sigh of relief, Earl.
Yeah, a little breathing room now because the defense has been carrying this ball club throughout this game, and finally the offense comes alive. That was a nice run right there, and Jackson Wilson got a good block to spring him by that offensive line, but then after the first 8-10 yards, Gary, it was just all Jackson Wilson, 74 yards into pay dirt.
Comes a kickoff by Earl Rojas for the Bears. He's done all the kicking chores tonight, long ball and kickoff, and all the extra point placements. He's made all 3 of those. I don't know if he's missed one in a while. Here's his kick. It will be a short kick. It's going to hit and go out of bounds, so they'll get the ball. Have the option of taking the ball to the 35. It went out of bounds about the 26. They can move it to the 35 and have it 1st and 10. Or they can ask the Bears to re-kick it. It's up to the head coach. And let's see what he decides to do. I believe we're going to re-kick it. It looks like, yeah, they're lined up to re-kick it. They're going to mark off the penalty. Bears will kick to the 35 and put the kick team back out there, and that's your option. You don't have to take the ball for 35. And it's going to be 5-yard mark off to the 35. Illegal procedures, the call actually on that play when you kick it out of bounds, preventing the other team from returning it. If it doesn't reach the 35, you can take it where it goes out of bounds. If it gets past the 35, you can move to the 35, take it over 1st and 10. Or you can make them re-kick like the Hawks are doing to the Bears right now. The Bears are 21-0 at 10-18 in the game now. 10-18 the game. This is a region matchup. By the way, we haven't said this, but if the Bears win tonight, they have clinched a playoff spot. They have locked in, guaranteed a playoff spot with a win tonight. Here's a kick. This is going to kick it long. Oh, he kicks it down, way back down. He can take it over the shoulder to the 11-yard line, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, trying to get outside to the 30. Left side, 35 to the 40. And a good return, where the 41 or so, looks like, for the Hawks. Another good return against the Bears special team. They'll have it 1st and 10. They're 41. Down now 21-0 to the Bears over the Hawks. Cleveland was losing 24-21, start of the 4th quarter of their game at Raider Field. Farragut 24, Cleveland 21 on our Ellis Ace Hardware scoreboard. We'll get all the scores caught up for you as best we can at the end of the game in our Jenkins Deli post-game show. We'll pick a player of the game and a play of the game. I can tell you what the play of the game is going to be right now.
Yeah.
Player of the game, we're going to have to dig a little to figure that one out.
That's going to be a little tougher.
Yep. But we'll pick one. Player of the game is sponsored by Dale's Heating and Air, and the play of the game is sponsored by Medical Center Pharmacy. Back goes Caleb to pack. Oh, he hits a guy in the backfield. That's a lateral.
Yep.
And he's going to cut back a reverse field all the way across, be chased down from behind and pick up 2 or 3, 4 yards.
Cooper Riddenberry.
And it's going to be a gain to the 44. You put the ball in, Mr. Official.
Yep, 44.
Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7 to go. That was actually a backwards pass, a lateral, and he was really caught.
Twice they've done that
on the right side and went all the way across field to the left side. Now Smith rolling to his right, is going to throw it, and boy, he's under pressure again, and it's going to be complete and pushed out of bounds, shy of the 1st down at the 49. It's going to be 3rd down, 2 to go. Pass is complete to Passafew. Give him a gain of about 6. No, about 5, I guess. 3rd and 2. The Hawks at this point with 9:30 to go. Clock stopped the out-of-bounds play this time. He may go for it on 4th, but still 4th and short. Smith back rolling left this time, looking, throwing out in the flat. It's going to be overthrown, incomplete. He's having to throw across his body when he rolls out that side. He's a right-handed thrower, and it's going to be 4th and 2. And let's see if the Hawks go for it. I do not see the punt team coming in, and it looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah.
Nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose at this point. 9 minutes to go in the game, and you're down 21-0 at midfield. Pretty safe call
here comes the punt team in.
Well, I'm wrong.
Yep. Earl, go back to coaching. Buddy.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to take off my headset here.
Take off your analyst. Tyner leading Polk 34-7. That halftime of their game, 34-7.
I really think going for it is the right call, though.
Time's call. Let's see what they're going to do. So they're going to talk about it. Hardman's going to call time. They may go for it. At 9:26 in the game.
Yeah, this is not like you're at your own 30 or 25. You're at midfield.
Taziki's timeout at 9:26. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Clear 1 minute.
Cleveland back up 27-24 now.
How much? 27-24?
Cleveland 27-24. 27-24.
What's the score right now?
Little tents there, they are McDonald's, Benzo Corporation, Bank of Cleveland, Center for Sports Medicine, First Baptist Church in Cleveland, and Lee University. 4th and 2. Close, but no cigar. And the side jet runs out at about the 49.5-yard line of the Bears.
And they're going to look this over, folks. On 4th and 2, they go for it, and he gets a yard, but he is short. It's easy to see from here.
No, he didn't get it.
They're going to measure, but he is.
Take a look at this.
He is. Oh, you can tell from here.
No, you can tell easily.
Come on, guys.
He's got to get to the 49. The stick is. But there's no harm in measuring.
Here's the measurement, and he's way short.
Yeah.
I think the referees want a timeout. You know, they want to
I
catch
think
Mickey Clark was taking water out there all night. It was a water break. They didn't need that measurement.
It was a yard short, almost a yard. It was easy to call that one.
I know you're thinking, why didn't we get the turf?
Two officials were over on the sideline. Why did we measure? I don't know.
So the Bears defense is held again. They'll take over. And with 9:20 to go, Bears at 21-0. Great field position. They're right at midfield. And here we go for the first play of the series. They'll look to the sideline before that, though, to change the play up. OC Todd Burkhart. Wilson stays in the backfield. Mullis went out with an injury. And here's a handoff to Wilson. He's going to hit the middle. He's going to have 5. He's going to have 10. He's going to have 15. Boy, he just keeps going. And Hayden McCleary took a lick back there. This could be a big pickup from the 49 down to the 36. 18-yard pickup for Jackson Wilson at Bradley Central, and back him up to the 37.
And another Crossroads Community.
No, not 18.
17.
13.
Yeah. We give him too much there. 13-yard pickup, and a Cleveland forward 1st and 10. Glad Wilson is young and healthy because Mullis on the sidelines, what we thought were cramps, we don't want to speculate. So on 1st and 10, the Bears with a 21-0 lead. Wilson will hit the right side. He'll tiptoe around it. He follows his blocker so well. He's down across the 35, down across the 30 to the 29.
That time he had a hand on his blocker's shoulder. Directing him.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they can direct him. A big gain of, 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. And I think the Hardin Valley defense is getting tired. I know they're tired of seeing Jackson Wilson. We'll get his totals for you after the game. We won't have all of our stats tonight. We'll do what we can in the limited time we have in our Jenkins Deli postgame show. We give Earl a chance to add him all he can. On 2nd down and 2. Bears with single man either side. They'll hand to Wilson again. No, it's a fake. Touchdown in the end zone. Touchdown! Oh, he bobbled it. Incomplete. He had it and bobbled it. And couldn't get it in there. He caught it. Taylor Dugan. Going to be 3rd and 2. Boy, it's a perfect pass.
Yeah, and Taylor did catch it, and he was appealing his case, but by the time he bobbled it, he was out of the end zone.
Yep, that's incomplete. It's a good call. 3rd and 2. Great call for the Bears.
Yeah, it was.
3rd and 2 now with 7:58 to go. Clock stopped. Bears at 21-0 Bears. Keep mentioning we're off next week, so go find a game of your own. Stay at home and enjoy your time with the family. And it'll be a handoff to Wilson. He's going to have 5. He's going to have 10. He's going to have 15. He's going to have 20. He's going to have a touchdown for the Bears. 29-yard Jackson Wilson takes it to the house one more time with 7:49 to go. He just follows his blocking. He had his hand on his back there for a while.
He did.
So I'm going this way, guys. Block this way. He is showing.
You know, and he had opportunities throughout his running to outrun his blocker. He doesn't. He slows down to the pace of his blockers. Follows his blockers so well.
Here's another Era Rojas at PAT attempt. That kick is up. one more time. It splits those brand new uprights, and the Bears lead 28-0 at 7:49 to go in the game, and we'll take a 30-second timeout after another Tennessee Valley Rogers touchdown here on the Buzz. 101.3, back in 30.
If Gary Ownbey can hear me, I hope, if he hasn't already, I hope he has something to say about, you just got to think that's a record of some kind. And I know Gary is our resident historian, so maybe they'll touch on that during the postgame show. And Gary looks at me like the bonehead that I am and says, nowhere near, you unhistorian idiot. Something like that. That was something like a look on his face.
Back here at Bear Stadium, 7:49 in the game. Bears now much more comfortable, 28-0 lead here. We just penalized Brian Howard 15 yards, making off-the-cuff comments of which he knows nothing about.
History is not a word, so now he doesn't even know.
Three touchdowns here in the fourth quarter, I guess, Earl, right?
That's it.
3 scores in the fourth period for the Bears. The defense did their thing, and the offense finally said, we're tired of this. Here comes Rojas' kickoff. Another high, long kick back to the 8, the 9, to the 10, 15, 20. And, a nice open field tackle for the Bears.
Number 9 from the 9.
Let's see. And that's going to be,
as much this time. He takes it out
that's Dalton, I believe, again. 20?
Still a return of 13 yards.
Get his number here. No. That's be number 21 for the Bears. And, of course, that is Romarian Taylor, a freshman, folks. Romarian Taylor, they call him Ram. Interviewed him this week for the JV football team. He's going to be an outstanding basketball player as well as football player. Said he likes basketball better, though. 7:43 to go in the game. Bears up 28-0. Hawks with the ball still 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Coming in for the Bears, number 10, Don Jones will re-enter the game. Caleb Smith with Nichols in the backfield. They'll split 2 out to the right side. Big Davanie Roberts comes hustling off the field. He was the 12th man out there. Set for the snap. Smith fakes the handoff, rolls back, looking, under pressure, hit just as he throws this overthrow. Intercepted! Yeah! Intercepted! A great tip pass interception.
Number 20.
By Dayton?
Wayne Dayton.
Wayne Dayton with a senior interception there on a tip pass. You practice that tip drill. That's why he practiced it, and the Bears will take it.
And he did a great job of getting his feet inbounds. You noticed that?
He did. He made a concerted effort to get 2 feet down. He did. It's a 32-yard line. The Bears will take over, 1st down and 10 with 7:36 to go. Bear defense, once again, doing their thing with a shutout. I'm going to have to look back if this continues to see when's the last time we had a shutout win. Joe Cannon probably can tell us off the top of his head. Right now, it's going to be. Joe should know that. McCleary will hand it to Jackson Wilson. He'll hit that hole again. He's going to have 5. He's going to have. No, that's not Jackson Wilson. That's the
4.
freshman.
That's Terry.
That's J. Allen Terry in the backfield now, getting some runs and timeout on the field for the 1st down. A 1st and 10 for the Bears from the 32 to the 13, 19-yard pickup for J. Allen Terry, the freshman, who starts in the defensive backfield.
Takes it all the way down to the 18-yard line.
And the Bears' defense has been extremely impressive once again here tonight. It's getting some fresh blood in there on the defensive side for the Hawks, who have to be tired. Here's a handoff. This will be J. Allen Terry again to the 20, or 15 to the 10. Finally pushed out down inside the 10, looks like, at about the 9, I believe they're marking. Referee steps there with his foot right at the 9-yard line, so a 9-yard pickup on that play. 2nd down and 1, 7:18 to go. Clock stopped out of bounds. 2nd and 1 to go for the Bears, trying to push in yet another score. If they score here and kick the PAT, it's a mercy rule game. Would be 4th touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thunk it? And we've got timeout on the field, or a penalty. No, procedure on the Bears. Procedure calling the Bears. Back them up 5, 2nd down and 6 coming here.
2nd and 6.
I just heard a whistle blow and seen the Bears. Now they're backing that 5 yards to the 14-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 14. Jalen Terry stays in there with Aiden McClary. We're probably going to see Alex Walker if the Bears score again, if they get the ball back. Hand off to Terry. He'll hit the middle. He's down to the 10, on inside near the 5-yard line. And I think another flag. It's going to be holding on the Bears. Flag about the 14. Holding on the Bears. There's a signal. They'll back them up 10 yards to the 24 or so. Where it's going to be second down and long now. They've got to get down to the, looks like the 8. Yep. So it's going to be about second and 16 to go for the Bears from the 24. They've had their share of penalties the last couple of weeks. But this is a big region game. We're going to put the ball right at the 20. Yep, 24.
Now the Bears need the 8-yard line for the first.
McCleary will hand off to Jalen. Going, there's a flag on the Bears, two of them.
Yeah.
That's on the Bears. We could call that. It's going to be close to a touchdown, but it's going to be called back anyway.
He's out at the 2, but that's going to be brought back.
Looks like a couple of Bears senior defensive linemen. And I'm not going to call their names. No need to penalize them further, but easy call that time. We could call that one.
Yep.
Ball flagged at 28, so back him up to the 38. Where it's going to be third and a country mile now. At the 38, they've got to get to this. Second and 30 to go now.
At the 39.
And we've got youngsters in there playing different positions, not a quarterback yet. So, okay, let's see what kind of magic hat we have here. Pulling a rabbit out of it, Coach Burkhart, the OC. 6:57 to go. Clock is stopped with a penalty mark off. Time being kept on the field here tonight. And Bears with a play clock. The Bradley Concrete play clock at 10 seconds. Use all the time they can. Here goes McCleary back to pass. Going to the end zone over the top. Pass down the middle is going to be incomplete. No flags on the play. It's going to be third down. As Taylor Dugan again had double coverage that time.
Yeah.
He was not going to catch that one no matter what. They were running stride for stride with him that time. Last score from Cleveland, where they were up 27-20 or 28-21 in their game. 27-24 is the correct score now. 27-24 Cleveland over Farragut in the fourth quarter of that game. They got to be getting late as well. That's a big region game.
This is unusual, but Aiden in the second half, Gary, has not yet completed a pass.
Really?
No.
I didn't realize that.
0 for 5.
He should have had a touchdown on that catch by Dugan down there, but he bobbed.
Yeah, should have.
McCleary set again, and they jump off. There's 5 yards.
We get 5 back, but we've got a country mile to go.
Yep. Still going to be third and about 26 to go. They'll move it down to the 34 in Hawk territory. 28-0 Bears, 6:49 in the game. Been a great night. I hope you've enjoyed the Jumbotron. We got live coach from the field. Saw the ceremony tonight. That was recorded over the several weeks leading up to this unveiling of the turf tonight. Bears have twins right side. They overload that way. Terry in the backfield with McCleary. McCleary will roll out. That looks like it's a call running play. Pass is going to be complete. So pretty good yards, but not near enough for the first down. Down inside the 35 to the 30 and on to the 27 looks like. Is that Dugan on the far side over there?
McCleary to Dugan.
Yep, Dugan caught that pass. There's his first completion.
Yep. Wipe that comment out.
Fourth, and we're going to try a field goal here. Rojas will try a long field goal. This will be a 40. My goodness. 45-yarder, yeah. 45-yard attempt coming up from the right hash mark for Eric Rojas.
Yeah.
Call it 44. We're going to put it on the 44 when it's placed down. There's the snap. It's a good one. Here's his kick. It is long enough, but goes wide left. So it's no good. At 5:58 in their game, we'll take a timeout. 28-0 Bears back here in 30 seconds on the buzz. 101.3.
At the distance, wide left. No problema. Rojas, próxima vez. The Bears will kick it away with just under 6 to go here. What? I knew that.
And the field goal was short, so the Hawks take over first 10 at their 20. And you know they're going to throw the ball a lot here, probably. Down big. Caleb Smith set. He's back. He'll hand to Nichols. He'll hit the middle. He's going to have 5, 6, 7 yards. Out across 20 to the 25, 28. And it'll be a gain of 8, second down and 2 to go.
And he takes it all the way out.
Ryan Nickel. He is a senior running back. They list him at 175. He has run a lot tonight. Second down and actually just a yard to go. Second and 1 to go at the 29. Got to get to the 30. Empty backfield. No, there's going to be the handoff, and Nichols will hit it again. He will have the first down to the 35, onto the 40, and the 45. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 48, where it'll be a first and 10 for the Hawks at that point in their territory. Out of bounds play, 5:19 to go. Clock stopped. Cleveland up 27-24 on Eller's Ace Hardware scoreboard over Farragut at Cleveland. No score in the first quarter play. Walker Valley and Smith County from Smith County. Game got a late start. Central Time Zone game. Just started a little while ago. And the Hawks move the sticks. And here's a handoff again to Nichols. The Bears expecting to pass. They're just handing it off and running up the middle and getting decent yards. This time a short gain across midfield of the Bear, 49. Give him 3 yards, second and 7 to go for Nichols. Ryan Nickel.
3 yards on the carry.
He'll sleep well
That
tonight.
Rittenberry for the third time in a row.
That's Rittenberry that time, they say, not Nickel. Cooper Rittenberry, number 34 in the carry. Hawks set one more time on second and 7. Smith hands off in the middle. That's Rittenberry again. He's out down to the 46 in Bear territory. A gain of 3.
Cooper Rittenberry.
Third and 4
Ball carrier.
for the Hawks.
Gain of 3, third down and 4. Tackle made by Anderson.
Gage Anderson on the tackle for the Bears. We're going to pick a player of the game at the conclusion of the game and get Coach Floyd up here to talk with us a little bit. This will be his 100th win as a coach in his career at Bradley Central.
Yeah.
High snap, pulled down by Smith, throws out in the flat. It's going to be complete and hit immediately.
He held on?
Incomplete. Nope, he dropped it.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure who hit him.
Out of the hands of number 11, Matthew Vaughn. And yard loose by Max Wilson.
Max Wilson
And it brings up a fourth down
on the tackle.
and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Fourth down and 4. They're going to go for it. 4:02 to go. Clock stopped.
In the ball game.
He'll split them out right and left with wide receivers. Look to the sideline now. Going to change the play that was called. Bradley Concrete play clock's down to 16. Going to switch back to the right side of the quarterback. He's going to look left, throw left. It's going to be complete. Have the first down and knocked out of bounds immediately at the 37-yard line for a first down for the Hawks.
Out to the
Once again, the clock stopped. They're working the sidelines now to save some time. They have one timeout remaining. Bears have not used a timeout here in the second half. They lead at 28-0 with 3 touchdowns here in the fourth quarter. It was a nip and tuck game up until then. Handoff again in the middle. He's going to have 5, 6, 10. Boy, he almost broke it. Then Gage Anderson has him down. They're still fighting. No, that's Knox Watson. Rests him down all the way down to the Bear 15-yard line for Knox Watson. And with help from Blake Johnson, knocks him down. We're first and 10 for the Hawks at the Bear 15-yard line. They're trying to get on the scoreboard with 3:44 to go. JD Moreland in there as well. Here's the handoff in the middle. He's going to have a couple of yards this time across the 15 down to about the 12 or 13.
Moreland once again.
That's Moreland on the carry. And it's going to be second down and about 7 to go. Second and 7 to go for the Hawks at the Bear 12. Clock running at 3:16. 28-0 Bears. We'll try to get you a final from Cleveland with a game with Farragut, a region game, Region 2-6A, like this one here. Smith. Hands off. Nope, pass. In the flat's going to be incomplete. Intercepted. Is that intercepted? It's intercepted. Yep. Yes, tipped and intercepted by the Bears.
And that is number 17, Max
Max Wilson with another Bear interception. That's 2 tonight.
Max Wilson.
And 8 on the year for the Bears. And boy, we are down there on our 1 yard line, but we have the ball with 2:59 to go. I'm sure Coach Floyd's going to be happy with his defense, frustrated with his offense, who finally had some good things happen in the fourth quarter. But we'll get him up here to talk about it. Conclusion of the game.
Very athletic play there, buddy.
Max Wilson, excellent play for the Bears. He is a sophomore. We are young on defense, especially really, really young. And have we changed quarterbacks yet? I can't see that far. In their own end zone, the Bears ready. Nope, and there's a flag. Do we call time, or is it a penalty? Alex Wilson at quarterback. Illegal procedure.
Alex Walker.
Alex Walker.
Got Jackson Wilson on your mind.
Sophomore, yeah, I do. Alex Walker. His sister was a homecoming candidate tonight.
Right.
He's the younger brother of Anna, who's at Tennessee Tech playing basketball on scholarship, and he's got twins in the 8th grade. So here come the Bears. Be a handoff to Jalen Terry. He's trying to get outside. He's going to have some yards to the 5 to the 10 to 15.
Look at him,
25, and oh my. Close to a 99-yard run.
He needed one block right there.
So from the 1 yard line to the Bears, where are they going to put him at? 30-yard line?
Past the 30. Yeah, to the 30. You're right. 29-yard run.
And time called by the officials. We got a Hawk player down back at the 12-yard line. So let's take a break here on the Buzz 101.3 with 2:50 to go in the game. 28-0 Bears. Back in 1 minute with more live coverage on the Buzz 101.3.
So glad to see 81 up and about. That was Pierce Palmer shaking up on the play. Hit 29 yards to J. Allen Terry on the carry. It's a Crossroads Community Church first down.
Alex Walker, quarterback, hands off again. J. Allen Terry, he's going to have 5. He's going to have close to 10 out across the 30 to the 35 to the 39, I believe. Well, it's going to be a long gainer. Second down and short. Bell on the tackle. And he got nearly 9.5 yards. It's going to be second and very short with 2.5 to go here in the game.
Second and a long one.
And I got a feeling the Bears have seen their last passing play of the night. J. Allen Terry in. A lot of subs in the game right now. Alex Walker. I apologize to the Walker family. I called him Wilson. Sophomore. Also a basketball player. And here's a snap. Terry again to the right. So he got the first. He got 5. He's going to have 6, 7, 8, 9 yards across the 40 to the 45 to the 46-yard line. A game from the 38 to the 46. An 8-yard pickup.
That, according to my unofficial stats, that's 23 first downs for the Bears.
Cleveland won 27-24. 27-24. Cleveland kills final over Farragut.
Cleveland put another one in the W column.
Big win for Cleveland in the region. Big loss for Farragut. That about knocks Farragut out of the region chase. Not hardly, but they're on the verge. Bears going to run that play clock down, all the way down as far as they can. In victory formation now, they'll just take a knee, and with a minute 25 after the first down play, they will take a couple more, and that'll end the game. Bears going to win it to push the record to 5-0, 2-0 in region play. Cleveland is winning tonight. They have won 27-24, so they're 1-1 in region play. They had to have that win tonight. Hardin Valley will drop to 0-4 for the year, 0-2 in region play. 57 seconds to go in the game. Bears going to let the play clock run. It's at 10. Our Bradley Concrete play clock. Walker under center. Still waiting. Takes a snap. Takes a knee. And we'll have one more play. Bears are going to have one final play here.
Oh, there goes a Gatorade bath on his 100th.
Yeah.
And the team is celebrating Coach Floyd's 100th win.
It's a team win. He'll be the first tee, and that'll be the final play of the game. And the Bears will win it. Their first game on the new turf, 28-0. 28-0. And Coach Damon Floyd has just picked up his 100th win here at Bear Stadium. Second only to Jimmy Lovell. So the Bears take it 28-0, as we said, improving to 5-0, 2-0 in the region. Hardin Valley dropped to 0-4 and 0-2 in Region 2 6A. Bear coach, you walking across, shake hands with the Coach Mike Potter and his staff from Hardin Valley. They'll gather for their post-game prayer, and we'll ask for a player and Coach Damon to join us here in the press box here on the buzz for a Jenkins Deli post-game show. We'll be back in 2 minutes with more live coverage for you here as we get ready for a Jenkins Deli post-game show. We'll take a look at our Ellis Ace Hardware scoreboard as well. Back in 2.
With the post-game show, I can assure you that Coach Rowan and Gary Ownbey will have some questions, and Damon Floyd will certainly have some comments and share his emotions about this 100th victory. Bears go to 5-0 on the season. So Damon, of course, we want you to come upstairs. We want Heather Rojas to come upstairs as well, mostly because, Heather, we have your driver's license. And I think everything else that's really important to you, it looks like, your car key and some other stuff. Heather Rojas. One last call for a house key with a ring that's attached to it as well.
Back here for a Jenkins Deli post-game show where the Bears went 28-0, improved to 5-0 in the year, 2-0 in the region. They're joined down on the field right now in their little post-game celebration in the prayer. We'll get Coach Damon Floyd up here, and our play of the game, brought to you by Dale's Heating and Air, is the fourth down fake punt on the pass Jackson Wilson to Knox Watson at the time when the Bears really needed it because it was still a questionable game at that point. And our player of the game is a man who had a good first half and third quarter too before he got injured, Simon Mullis for the Bears. We'll salute him as our player of the game, and our player of the game is brought to you by Medical Center Pharmacy. So Simon Mullis, congratulations, our player of the game. And our play of the game was Jackson Wilson on the pass to Knox Watson. So we will get, hopefully, if Simon can get up here. He was injured, so I don't know if we can get up here or not.
Come to the press box, please, Coach Wood.
And we will try our best.
Simon Mullis, if you're able, they'd like to have you come up to the booth as well. Simon Mullis, if you're able to make it up the stairs, would be great.
We'll get Simon.
Gary, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I had the mics off here. I was trying to. As always, Cleveland won tonight 27-24 on our Ellis Ace Hardware scoreboard. And we'll get some figures and numbers for you, as many as Coach Rowan can add up here. He had the duties to attend to at halftime, so we'll try to see what we can figure out here. But we will take another break here, and we'll return on our Jenkins postgame show brought to you by Jenkins Deli. And we'll be back, and we'll take a look at all the scores we can find for you here with the final here, 28-0 Bears over Hardin Valley. Back in 2 minutes.
Well, if you recently used the women's restroom, we might have your phone. We got a cell phone up here that's found in the women's restroom just a short time ago. Damon to the press box, Damon Floyd, Coach Floyd.
Back here at Bradley Central, we're being joined now by head coach Damon Floyd. First off, Coach, we always like to congratulate you on a win. And not only was it a home win, it's homecoming night, it was a region win, which is the most important thing for you and the Bears, obviously.
Yeah, we're never going to, complain about a win, but it was ugly, obviously, first half offensively. And, they were loading the box, so they were giving us uncovered receiver. We're throwing it and catching it, and then have a couple penalties set us back. And, they did a good job defensively. But really proud of our defense. They stepped up all night again, get a shutout. That's huge in any game. And then, like people like Wayne Dayton, who's not normally a starter. He's a senior. He's waited his time. He works hard. And he got to start tonight because we got some people out. Max Wilson, sophomore, he gets an interception. He stepped in started at corner with, Finn Mertens out. So we had a lot of guys step in and really they raised their standard of play and met the expectations that we needed tonight. So really happy for a lot of kids. Probably left some out. JT Crumley played really good at tight end tonight for us. So offensive line once again dominated, and Jackson ran hard. So some good things, but I'm glad this week's over behind us. There was a lot going on this week. If you're just being real, at the turf celebration, we had 3 long weeks with rivals. I wasn't shocked that we came out a little bit like that, but we got an off week next week, so we got to get back at it. And I told the team, we have got to practice better. We didn't have a lot of good practice this week.
Well, let me ask you this. Who called the 4th down fake punt? Jackson Wilson threw the ball. Is that play you'd worked on?
Yeah. Garrett Payne's the one that had it set up, so he's in charge of that. Now, he asked me, of course, and I get to give the okay, but we needed a spark, and they gave us the look we wanted, and so Garrett Payne is the one that had that drawn up, and he did a great job, and the kids did a great job of executing it. So they get the credit for that.
We call that our play of the game, and then we named Simon Mullis our player of the game. He was the leading tackler according to Coach Thompson for the game, even though he got hurt and had to leave the game there,
Yeah, and that doesn't look good. Mason, he got hurt tonight. He sprained his foot. He kept playing. Marcus is already out, and, Simon's been a starter for us off and on. Landon Price is out. He's a starting linebacker. He wasn't here tonight, so really happy that we stepped up. But, Simon's a tough, hard-nosed kid, but it looks like, unfortunately, he's going to be out for a while now.
Well, it's a region win. You're 2-0 in the region. You're 5-0 overall. This secures you a playoff spot no matter what. It guarantees you a playoff spot in the postseason. We got 5 more games to go, of course.
Yeah.
It's just one of those steps toward your goal.
Yeah, it is. It's always a goal to make the playoffs, so that's good to accomplish that. But it's like I just told the team, we're 5-0. It's over. Those 5 do not mean a thing. It doesn't matter if we were 0-5, 1-4, 2. The record doesn't matter at this point. We'll get a little bit of time off, and then we got to get back to work for a really tough Bearden team, who I know defensively is really good.
Yeah, they were getting handed to them. Maryland 35-0 halftime of their game there, but that's Maryville. So.
Yes.
Well, congratulations on the win. Your 100th win. Your 100th win. You're second, been second for a long time to Jimmy Lovell, who's got 124, I believe, but a big notch your belt. I know you don't count records. You don't. We do, and we keep up with things like that. That's what we're paid to do in the media, right, Joe?
Well, coaches, we probably get too much credit and too much criticism at times, but it's like I just told the team, they handed me the game ball, which makes me really proud, but it's not about me. I didn't step out on that field one time and get a win. We've had I've been fortunate to coach a lot of good players, so if y'all wouldn't have told me this week what it was, I wouldn't have known. That's not what I'm in it for. I learned long ago it's a far more than about me, and that's not just talk. I really do believe that. I like being a part of a team, and I'm fortunate to be where I'm at, but I'm just a small part of it. There's a whole lot of people that really deserve a lot of credit.
As you said often, it takes a team. It's a team win. And
there's so many people behind the scenes, and you guys are some of them that don't get the credit they deserve. A program is ran by a lot of people. It's not. I get to make a lot of decisions, but it's ran by. There's a whole lot of people that don't get a credit to run a program.
One final question. I promise we'll let you go. The new turf tonight. How'd it feel to be on your home field with this turf? And it looks so great.
Yeah. Well, to me, it's the most beautiful stadium there is, and the most beautiful turf. But once the game kicked off, you don't think about it. But now looking up here, post game, man, that thing is nice, and we're very fortunate to have it. We feel very blessed, and we'd like to once again thank Dr. Cash and the school board members for making this happen, investing in our kids, and they understand that sports are part of the education process, and so. It is a football field, but there's a lot of people that's going to benefit. The band right now, soccer teams, our PE. There's just a ton of people that's going to benefit from this.
Well, congratulations on your 100th win. Congratulations on the home win, a region win, and all that. And you need to put on some dry clothes, because I think you got a Gatorade bath.
Yeah, well, water, thank goodness. I don't think I have to take a shower now.
That's head coach Damon Ford on another win for the Bears, and we appreciate him taking time to come up here tonight as the Bears win it 28-0. We'll take a break here on the Buzz. Come back in just a couple of minutes to wrap up our post-game show with Coach Rowan and see if he's got some stats for us when we return in 2 minutes on the Buzz 101.3. Back at Bradley Central on the Jinx Deli postgame show where the Bradley Band is on field performing. They couldn't perform at halftime due to the halftime activities. And by the way, Morgan Cartwright, our 2021 queen here at Bear Stadium tonight on the first night on the turf, and Earl Rowan, the inimitable, the legendary Earl Rowan will now give the unofficial stats for the Bears here as we wrap up our show here on the Jinx Deli postgame show. I will take a look at the scoreboard while Earl's doing that. Go ahead, Earl.
All right, Gary, stats look like this. The Bears were impressive. Even in the first half, they ran up some really good yardage and first downs. The stats are going to show a great game, but until the fourth quarter, the offense was kind of anemic. But the defense played 4 solid quarters of football. They carried us in this game tonight. But the stats look like this. In first downs, the Bears, I had 23 first downs, and Hardin Valley ended up with 6. In the rushing department, the Bears 301 yards rushing, Hardin Valley 114. In the passing department, the Bears overall were 15 for 28. 15 for 28, had 2 intercepted for 141 yards. Now, Aiden McClary tonight, who is our quarterback, he usually has all of the passing, but there was one special play, and that was our play of the game, where it was a little razzle-dazzle thing that Jackson Wilson, out of punt formation, made a trick pass to Knox Watson, good for 20 yards. So that is his stats.
Kept
for
the drive line we scored on it.
That's exactly right, and that was our play of the game. So Aiden tonight, even though he was off tonight, he still had pretty good stats, 14 out of 27 for 121 yards. He did suffer 2 passes intercepted, so it was not a typical Aiden McClary game tonight, but hey, he's had so many good games. He's due one now and then, but he still had some decent stats. For the Hardin Valley Ball Club, the Hawks, 6 out of 24. They went to the air a lot, but were not very successful. They completed 6 passes for 55 yards. They likewise suffered 2 interceptions. Wayne Dayton and Max Wilson picking those passes off for the Bears secondary. Had 2 fumbles by the Bears tonight, no losses, no turnovers there. 1 fumble by the Hawks, no fumble loss there either. 3 punts by the Bears. Jackson Wilson, he averaged 36 yards on his punting game tonight. 5 punts for Hardin Valley, 27-yard kicking average. 9 penalties against the Bears, 95 yards, and 8 penalties against Hardin Valley for 57 yards. Jackson Wilson, another stellar performance. I had him 28 rush attempts for 261 yards and 4 touchdowns. I mean,
he'll add to his lead. He leads the whole Chattanooga area in rushing, so he'll add to that.
Yep, and his average will actually go up. Yeah. It's unbelievable. 261 yards on 28 carries and 4 touchdowns. He had runs of 74 yards for a touchdown, 29, 10, and then a short one for 2 yards. So the Bears didn't do much offensively for the first 3 quarters. They led 7-0 at halftime, 7-0 going into the fourth quarter. After 3 quarters of this game, it was a 7-0 ball game. But 3 touchdowns, as Gary described quickly in the fourth quarter, in a matter of 4 minutes, really, broke the game wide open. And the defense, Gary, played well throughout the night.
Yep, they have all year long, and they'll have a shutout for their credit tonight. We'll have to figure out and look it up when was the last time we had a shutout win. Just a quick look at some scores of interest on our Elders Ace Hardware scoreboard. Alcoa won a forfeit tonight over Pigeon Forge, who had to give up that game, so they pick up the win there. Science Hill all over William Blunt tonight, 55-27, a couple of our old former region foes. Also, Maryville tonight was up 35-0 over Bearden at half. We don't have a final on that game yet. Cleveland beats Farragut tonight 27-24, a big region win for Cleveland, a big loss for Farragut, who's just about out of the region race now, and we're halfway through the season. We also had scores tonight, Marion County over Bledsoe County 17-10. And Warren County leading Cookeville 21-7 in the fourth quarter of that game. Copper Basin leading at 20-15 over Sale Creek, trying to get their second win. That's in the fourth quarter of the game up at Copper Basin. Oak Ridge and Lenore City tonight. Oak Ridge was up big in that game. Had a shutout in the fourth quarter, I believe, there. McMinn Central leading Brainerd last score. We have 13-12 at halftime as McMinn Central got their first win last week under our buddy Matt Moody. Powell shuts out Clinton tonight 31-0. Saudi Days at the half was leading Sequoia 31-0. Sequoia's coach quit today. Said he was through. He walked out. He is through at Sequoia. Loudon all over Signal Mountain 33-10 the third quarter play there. South Pittsburgh leading Whitwell 14-0. Their coach quit first of the week at South Pittsburgh. He went back to Canada. Kingston leading Sweetwater 17-9. Meigs County all over Tellico Plains 35-0 in that game at Tellico. Meigs County highly ranked in the state.
Number one.
Yeah, they are. Tyner Academy leads Polk 50-21 in the fourth quarter play in that game there. DeKalb County over Cumberland County 21-10. Sequatchie County leading Grundy County 27-0. Let's see, Ray County 28, Ooltewah nothing. That's in the third quarter. It's been a tough year for Ooltewah. And I think that's going to cover most of the scores of interest for the Bears. And the Walker Valley game, they were scoreless at the half. So going to third quarter at Smith County, they were scoreless in their game there. The Bears win here tonight 28-0. They'll be off next week, so we're going to enjoy, after 5 grueling weeks of 4 road games and then the great celebration night, as Coach Damon Floyd said, we need to rest. We need to mentally clear our head because it's been one week after another of something that's been intense and emotional for this team and this coaching staff and the student body as well, and the Bear Nation. So for Earl, Rowan, Gwen, Shroyer, great job tonight on the video board with all the shows and videos we've seen tonight as we open the first field game ever on this field here. The Bears win it, and they shut out 28-0. In almost 50 years, it's our first time with artificial turf. For those folks, this is Gary Ownbey at the station for Connor Shadwick. We appreciate the great work he did tonight as he fills in for Morgan Denny. We'll say so long till next Friday night, 2 weeks from tonight, by saying God bless.